Good afternoon from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill at Opryland. I'm Joe Huck. The final injury report is out for the Titans, and there's one name you need to pay attention to because it makes me nervous. We already know that Traylon Burks, Luke Gifford, as well as Elijah Molden are out. They didn't even make the trip to London. But you've got Tier Tart, who was limited today in practice over in London. But the name that you need to pay attention to is starting center Aaron Brewer. He is listed as questionable for the game on Sunday. But the good news is the King, as well as DeAndre Hopkins, Danico Autry, and Amani Hooker, whose names are on the injury report, were all full participants, and they are good to go for the Sunday morning contest. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Brett Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. We are at the OG Scoreboard location, Music Valley Drive, right across from Opryland Hotel.
Yo.
Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the building.
I'm in the building.
Ready
Best
for the
believe
weekend.
I'm in the building. Better be ready.
Great college football weekend going down.
The building. Car ain't got no rules. Time for the show.
What up, Slay Dog?
Man, I'm good out here, man.
Man, we got a big football weekend coming up. Preds
we do.
won last night, the home opener.
Yes, they did.
3-0 and a shutout.
I should have bet on that.
UC Saros stopped all 23 shots.
I was close.
You know what else is cool about that? The former GM, David Poyle, was at the game.
Hey.
How about that?
That's what's up.
You know what else?
What?
He was in the crowd sitting with the people.
Common people. That's like that, man. That's what you want. That's what you
Love
want.
it. So the Preds are 1-1. They play Boston on the road on Saturday. We
Man,
have a
go
ton
right
to get
back
to.
on the
Titans
road.
Ravens coming up. I've talked to some people,
What did the people say?
some Titans radio people that made the trip.
What was the
I
thought?
happened to wake up last night at like 4 in the morning, as I typically do. You know what I did?
What you do, yo?
I texted Ramon Foster.
Was he up?
He was up.
Did he answer?
Yeah, they had just landed at like 1:30 in the morning, Nashville time, and I guess it was 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, he was like, flight went well. He slept.
See, I know he was out.
I talked to another member of the crew, Rhett Bryan. He has not slept.
He was up the whole time.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, man, I don't know what you're doing, like 9:20 your time. He's like, dude, no, I can't, man. I can't.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Running rampant. And he probably trying to watch practice and all of that. Like, man, I told you. I wonder how the players felt. I heard they jumped off the plane and got right to it.
Got right to it. We already
That's
have the
smart.
injury report. I'm going to go through it right now.
Okay.
Scoreboard Bar and Grill. If you haven't been here, you need to get here. We are on the patio side of things, and the weather's great, man. Like 77 degrees, something like that?
Yep. Food's great.
Food is great.
I want to try one of their burgers. I saw like 3 burgers when I was walking to the bathroom, man. Hey,
Bathroom burgers?
yeah, man, them some burgers right
So
there.
Kirby likes the hot chicken quesadilla.
Yeah, Kirby.
That's what
likes
he
hot,
gets
period.
every single time.
Not this time. See, Kirby.
Not
like,
this time? What are you getting this time? Hot chicken
chicken.
salad.
Just-
I got the smokehouse salad, which
Did you?
has barbecue chicken in it. Like pulled
Okay.
barbecue chicken is really good.
I got. Well, here. Speaking of what I got,
What is this?
cauliflower pizza, baby.
What?
Yeah, thank you so much. She always take care of us.
I mean, look at you just get the bartender to leave
That's
like
beautiful.
30 people around the bar just
That's
to come
beautiful.
bring you a pizza.
It's beautiful.
Is that how things work around here?
Tip good, baby. Hey, Bob, would you mind passing me some ketchup, please?
Ketchup for your pizza?
Yeah, I like sauce. I'm a sauce guy.
How about like barbecue sauce or something
Yeah.
on chicken?
Nah.
What else is on there? Mushrooms?
Mushrooms and
Ugh.
onions. Mushrooms are phenomenal, yo.
No,
I see, dude. You
I can't do it, man. Texture.
texture nothing.
I've literally never seen anyone put ketchup on a pizza.
Oh well, welcome to it. you get extra sauce somehow.
So Scoreboard Bar and Grill, here's what's going on. You can register to win a lot of things. Eki Bob's got a lot of things on the table.
Yeah, Bob.
He's got like koozies. What else you got, Bob? You got hats. You got
He has an opportunity for you to go watch Nashville SC play.
Oh, wow.
and register for some Vols tickets.
Dude, I was going to hit that last, man. You hit
Come on,
the
Hunk.
best thing last.
Slow down, Hunk.
That is the best thing, and it is
I
last.
wasn't done.
Slow down,
You
Joe.
got a
Hunk.
zone pullover over there. You got little mini footballs that you could throw around here at Scoreboard Bar and Grill.
Okay.
And then there is a box. What's going in the box? I thought it was a QR code for the Tennessee UConn tickets.
Gotta let people know, Icky Bob said, that it's
Eggy
UT
Bob.
tickets.
Eggy Bob's got everything covered.
Eggy Bob will do the robot for you, too, as we learned yesterday.
Eggy Bob, at some point, you're going to stand right there in the middle of this whole thing. Bachelorettes and all.
Do the robot.
And you're going to do the robot. And
They're going to love you with Bob.
maybe you'll end the bachelorette party. I
Or
don't
maybe
know.
you'll be on the bus.
That bachelorette party will take a different turn.
Or maybe he'll go with him.
Actually, I will be out of here in about an hour. I got a football game I'm calling. So.
Listen.
Bob, what they got? Boy, you ain't learned yet.
What game
Bob.
you calling? I mean, if you're going to just throw it out there, pick up a mic and
Yeah,
throw out
like,
the
come
fact
on,
that
Bob.
you're doing a high school football game tonight, might as well tell us.
So I'll be calling the Rockvale and Pope John Paul Preparatory School game in Murfreesboro tonight. So
You should just say JP2.
I know, man.
I
you
should say
need to
that.
loosen up,
Yeah,
man.
like,
You-
let's not do
listen,
Pope
man.
John Paul.
You're not doing a CBS game from 1978, dude. We do things differently now.
Yeah, come on, Bob. Come on, Bob Patrol.
Got to loosen up, bro.
Look at that right there, you.
All right, today is Friday, which means what?
Is Get Fried today.
Anybody in here getting fried
Yes.
today?
No.
No, apparently not. Nobody's getting fried.
Well,
I've
I'll
seen
get fried.
bushwhackers going out. Maybe they will later. I don't know. It's also
Maybe they don't know
Trash
what
Talk
get fried
Friday
means.
on the show. 3HL is presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillHC.com. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Twitch, please. No, I'm not saying anything, Kirby. I'm saying Twitch, please.
Twitch, please. I already Twitch, please.
The F&M Bank Chat is open for your comments there. Coming
That's
up
right.
on the show today at 4:20, we got former Titans Pro Bowler Mark Mariani, Moonshine, breaking down Titans v. Ravens, and he will offer his blood in the water pick. I think I remember he was out last week because he was ill.
Yep.
He had a
He
license.
should have sent his pick in, though.
He should have.
Next time, I got a bone to pick with him now.
I know you were hoping to get Joey Kent. Joey Kent's got responsibilities today over at
he does.
TSU.
I told y'all,
And
man.
if
I told y'all earlier
anybody's
in the
got
week.
responsibilities at TSU this week, probably don't need to be on the radio.
I told y'all early in the week what was going on. I said a little prayer for everybody that was going through this. Like, I'm
That's
telling y'all, man.
right. Pastor Slay.
Yeah, this is a real week for people, man. People look forward to this.
How many people took like the entire week off?
Oh, they might have went
Thousands?
Monday. They might have went Monday, but
Monday,
Tuesday,
and then that's it.
that's a wrap. Nah, yeah, forget about it.
Thousands of people.
Every bit of it, y'all. Unless they just showed up Friday, and then the boss told them just go home. Hey, you can play your card either way you want to do it.
Look, boss man, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Slay told me.
Told you.
All right, injury situation. You know what's funny about Scoreboard for us
Talk to me.
is that like we're here every Friday, but like every Friday we sit up here and people come in from out of town and all these things, and they're like wanting to hear country music and stuff, and that is definitely not us. You do not want to hear us sing anything.
I mean, hey, I got a tune.
Okay.
Oh,
You want to do Thunder Rolls? That's like your
that's
go-to country
that's
song.
gonna be my go-to. That's gonna be my go-to.
That and your desire to implore Chris Stapleton to come on the show.
That is correct. Yep, I got a little jelly roll in me now too.
Yeah, Chris Stapleton and Jelly Roll have open invitations in case they're
Anytime.
listening. And we know Jelly Roll listens.
Definitely listens. And I got a bone to pick with him just up there. I just saw him up there in Rupp Arena, sold out Rupp Arena on his tour.
Did he put on any Kentucky gear?
No, he didn't, but I didn't hear no Go Vols, and I know he's a Vols fan. So I just need that at some point.
You got to play to the crowd.
I play to the
You
crowd.
can't go
yeah.
Vols in Rupp Arena.
I feel you, but you can backstage. You can just throw up a Vol sign or something.
Like the Brave shortstop.
I mean, put a Tennessee hat on in the back.
By the way, sorry, Braves fans. Hunk and I texted briefly during that game.
I tried. I left y'all alone too.
Hunk, it went
I
all
tried.
downhill after our text message.
Yeah, it went all downhill when Spencer Strider decided, you know what, I have a 102-mile-an-hour fastball, but I'm going to keep throwing these sliders
He
that they
threw the
love
slider a lot.
parking into
Yeah.
the parking lot.
He did throw it a lot.
Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something about sports. Momentum is one of the biggest factors in wins and losses than anything else. I'm just, it just
You're
is what it
leading me
is.
into one of my questions today.
Okay, beautiful. See?
How big is this game for the Titans in terms of, because they have the off week next week,
Yes.
how big is it in terms of momentum having a win to carry through that bye week?
Would you like a grade from a scale 1 to 10?
1 to 10, because you're either going to be 2-4 or 3-3.
Right. So I'm going, this is a 7
In importance.
in importance. That's pretty high. That's above average. That's right there teetering on jumping over the speed hump and getting to 10, really. But so if you can come back 3-3 with the bye, get guys healthy, it's a totally different reset and mindset, man, that you go into the next game with. You ain't gotta have this, but boy,
makes things a lot better.
Ooh, so much easier.
We'll talk more about that later in the show. We'll also deep dive into Tennessee and Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be an interesting game for non-Tennessee, non-Texas A&M fans too, I think, because of the matchup. Tennessee's run game against Texas A&M's run D.
Mm-hmm.
Both top 5 in the nation. So that may be where the rubber meets the road. I don't think so, honestly. I think there will be another factor involved in deciding the outcome of this game. But we'll definitely get into that. We'll hit you with the latest point spreads. We'll get you the Football Power Index with ESPN, their analytics team. Mm-hmm. We'll do a segment, actually, when we come back about that. I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
But first, let me do this before we break. Titans injury report is out for the Baltimore Ravens game, the Friday injury report. Out, as we already knew, wide receiver Traylon Burks with a knee. This is his 3rd game. You asked the question, why did they not put him on IR? The only answer to that question would be, or the only reasoning would be that they think he's going to play next game. And this carries him through the bye week.
Yep. So you get an extra week.
Because the bye week doesn't count.
Yep.
On the IR.
Even more important for this game then.
Defensive back Elijah Molden with a hammy. Linebacker Luke Gifford also with a hammy. Neither of the 3 made the trip, I would guess. Mm-hmm. Limited today. Defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons with a shoulder. He did not practice Wednesday. Was limited yesterday. Was limited today.
That's huge. Limited is good.
Looks like he's going to play.
Yeah, limited is good.
I mean, if he has anything to say about it. A lot of times that's why they put people on IR.
Bingo.
So they don't lobby for it.
Yep. Just look up and they got pads on out there practicing. What are you doing out here?
Get your ass over there on field 3.
Away from here.
Get on that bike. Defensive lineman Tier Tart did not practice Wednesday, nor did he practice on Thursday. He was limited today.
Oh, that's good.
He was limited today. He's listed as questionable with a toe. We don't know what kind of toe.
Yeah, baby toe, is it a big toe.
Baby toe.
Sprained toe.
Did he stub the baby toe going to the bathroom in the middle of the night? We've all done that.
Is it like one of mine, a tenant toe?
Yeah, like Babs' baby toe catching a ride.
Hitchhiker toe.
Hitchhiker toe. Is it a turf toe? That's a lot more serious. I think we'd have heard about that.
Yeah, I hope it's not that.
I mean, just ask Eddie George about turf toe.
Lord.
He's like, that's the most painful
Nobody wants that.
Is it a like ingrown toenail?
Well, he could have went where I just went. You know, shout out to my spot that takes care of my manicure and pedicure.
Get that taken care of there?
Man, got that taken care of. Because I got a surprise. I'm going to the game no more.
What game? Tennessee, Texas A&M game?
So I'm going to be doing a lot of walking, so I got to have my feet in order. Never go to a game if you're going to walk and don't have a pedicure. Worst mistake of your life. I'm telling you, you won't make it.
I've only had one pedicure in my life. It was awesome, but I walk around all over the place with no pedicure.
Yeah, you ain't doing the right thing, though. See, I don't even want to clip mine. I let them do the work.
You don't shave yourself either.
Exactly.
You go get a haircut.
There's
you get
people out there, you can't take jobs from people. You see, you at home taking jobs from people, y'all.
Is that what I'm doing?
Clipping your toenails, you getting haircuts, you shaving your beard. Like, come on, y'all. You got to get these people work.
I know. I go get my haircut.
It's a shame. You might as well start cooking and don't come to a restaurant.
My guy Matt Fine, he's like, "Hey man, you want me to fix that line for you?"
Nope.
That's haircut guy.
That's
for
how you know.
Hey,
yeah.
Let me fix that line for you.
You know you're messing this up. Don't you?
That's so true. Center Aaron Brewer has a neck.
Okay.
Which, thank God, it'd be really awful if he didn't. But he was limited Wednesday, did not practice Thursday, but was limited again today. Brewer is listed as questionable. If he doesn't go, it's Corey Levine. Full participants today.
I don't like that.
Linebacker Azeez Al-Shire with a neck. Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins. Danico Autry with a finger. Amani Hooker with a thumb.
Well, I'm telling you, they got to be so detailed. Like finger, thumb.
Maybe it's just a manicurist thing.
I'm with it.
I don't know.
I'm with it.
All right, when we come back.
Get our guys out there, baby.
When we come back. The analytics team at ESPN put out the Football Power Index, which offers the percent chance that teams have to win their game. We will roll through all of the SEC, some of the national top 25 games, some of the NFL, Vandy, Tennessee Titans. What percent chance do they all have to win their games? That's coming up next as we broadcast live. Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive out by Opryland Hotel. Your chance to win Tennessee UConn tickets if you come by and flip on the QR code. And I think there's a little QR code at every table,
Yes,
as a matter of fact, including Ekibop's box. We'll be back. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay, Scoreboard Bar and Grill, 3HL. Let's go.
Are you looking to buy a new home and you need cash now instead of having to wait for your current house to sell? Don't get ripped off by one of those I buy your house companies. Call Loan Pronto instead and let them help you with a dream home bridge loan. Tap into your equity. We all have it here in Middle Tennessee. You can get the cash you need, make a clean offer on that new home, and you have the cash to cover the down payment. So that way you can go after the house you really want with no contingency. And then once your current house sells, that bridge loan completely disappears. Loan Pronto helping you get it done. And with this amazing program, you can get that cash in a matter of days. You know, timing is everything in the housing market. Very little paperwork. Usually no appraisal is needed. Loan Pronto does it right. Call them now, 615-499-5780. Ask about the Dream Home Bridge Loan, or go check it out online, loanpronto.com. That phone number, 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
"40 years ago, we opened our doors with one mission in mind:
We'll be right back with the top 10 songs of 1983.
to sell quality American-made vehicles at a fair price.
You have arrived.
And we've loved every minute of the ride. Celebrating 40 years of Two Rivers Ford.
You need my friends Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply to help you with the lawn and make it the best in the neighborhood. You can do it. DickensSupply.com is the website. And my guy Trey Hartsook is here now to give you more advice as we head into some cooler temps.
Hey, Brent, I'll tell you what, it really feels like fall out here in the Middle Tennessee area. Great time to get that PTC Proven Turfcraft technology, only available at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply down in that lawn. A lot of people ask us, hey, what's the difference between what we can get at like a box store and what we can get at Dickens Turf? Well, there's a lot of differences. Number one being the customer service. We have turf experts at every single location that can talk you through the aerating and overseed process along with the fertilizations that can keep your lawn looking good throughout the season and the quality of grass seed. You really got to look at those labels to really know what you're buying when you buy it, and that is the difference here at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply. We'd love to talk to you. Maybe you're not a professional. Maybe you don't know exactly what you're supposed to be doing this time of year, and that's why we're here. We'd love to talk to you about it. So stop in and see us. Conveniently located all over Middle Tennessee. Got locations in Nashville, Cool Springs, Hendersonville, Murfreesboro, Bellevue, Brentwood, Longmore, Mount Juliet, and Franklin. If you can't get a hold of us, check us online, DickensSupply.com.
See, there's some country music for you. 3HL 1045 The Zone. This is Slay's favorite country music song.
I'm loving it, man. I'm telling you. Boy, if I could sing or play, this would be it. If I could do either one, I wouldn't be sitting right here. I'd be out on tour.
There are so many people in this town that can sing, man. That's what Mickey always says about American Idol. Is like, you literally could go to like Scoreboard every Friday night and watch people sing that are better than anyone on American Idol.
Without question. Talent is overflowing here in this city. There's no question about it. This pizza is overflowing, almost gone.
Cauliflower pizza, chicken, mushroom, onion. That's what Slay Dog's rolling with ketchup all over the top of it.
Done in almost in one break. That next break, this is out of here.
It is Trash Talk Friday. If you want in, 615-737-1045. Specifically, if you want to, and listen, anything is game today, anything you want to get into, obviously on a Friday, but popular conversation talking points will be Ravens-Titans. How important is it for the Titans to get a win headed into the bye week?
Right.
In terms of, as you put in, momentum.
Right.
Is huge in sports. Also, like, how do the Titans get the win? How comfortable do you feel in saying the Titans will get the win? All of these things. Tennessee, Texas A&M, Vandy, Georgia. I know there are a lot of Georgia fans in town because that entire stadium will be red tomorrow.
Yes, it will be. I mean, flooded. They still got tickets available, but I can guarantee those tickets will be gone tomorrow.
And Clark Lee's doing a good job with recruiting, but I've always wondered
question.
this, like, how do you handle official visits over there? Like, you've been a part of an official visit over there, like, and they do a good job, right? Outside of walking into the stadium and seeing nothing but road fans.
That's the problem.
It is a problem.
That is the problem. Like,
and certainly don't do it this week because this is Georgia brings more road fans than anybody, and that's saying something.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They
Well,
travel
Tennessee
well.
maybe, but
but it's right down the street. That's like expected. But that's different. I would love to know how you handle it, man, because you got to come to games, or maybe you just take them to basketball games. Basketball games, they show up. So just don't. That's tough one, man. Football, boy. Just leave it right there. I just ain't got nothing for you. I remember walking though. What's that called? The Commodore walk.
Yeah.
Walking
down Just Kneeling.
Yeah.
Or in between the facility and
and then getting ready to go into the stadium. I was looking at it. The Star Walk. There you go, Kirsten.
Star Walk. That's what it is.
Yep, you're absolutely
Kirby
right.
works
Good
on
job,
it.
Kirsten.
So here's the thing, though. Like, that Star Walk isn't very long, right? Like,
No, it's not.
It's right across the street.
Yeah, but they got a different little alternate route where.
Oh, they got an alternate route?
Yeah, where they.
Okay.
No, I'm lying. Yes, it is
Because
short.
it comes out there.
They brought the recruits out of the complex. I came out with
okay.
the recruits and came right there to watch them walk, and I was like, dang, man, like, I feel like this is it. Like, after seeing, and I think the problem is I've seen more. If I hadn't seen anything else, I would think, man, that's pretty dope right there. Like, if I was a kid, I would think that's dope. Until I had to go to another SEC school, and I saw what was going on, I'd be like, oh, no, wait a minute. Now, something ain't right. Maybe it was a down day. But one thing I will say, man, I think local talent helps. So he's doing a great job of collecting local talent over there, and I think that will help. But the ultimate thing is you got to win. You put some W's on the board, you can bring everybody. You won't have enough room. So
you have to sell it as Nashville's team, though.
Yep.
Right? Because, like, Vandy alums in large cases, high percentage move.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many people that come into Nashville every day, move into Nashville every day, that have a college that they follow, went somewhere else.
Yep.
And they can adopt Vanderbilt as, like, hey, I can go to this game on a Saturday.
Yep. It's a melting
and it's
pot.
a great family atmosphere, and it's SEC football and all these things. And, like, I mean, you've got to sell it that way.
Yeah.
But you've got to get out there and and look, Clark Lee's a great football coach. That's not his personality type.
Right.
To be out there selling it.
Right. It's like you want to coach football, and I totally understand it.
And he can sell recruits and things like that. I'm talking about selling the people of
out
Nashville.
there. Yeah, that's different. You got the boots on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, it's different.
All right, analytics team at ESPN. Again, 737-1045, 737-1045. Analytics team at ESPN put out the Football Power Index. That's the FPI that we call it.
Okay.
Which offers the percentage chance a team has to win the game they're playing this weekend. They actually have, like, if you click on it and go through the entire schedule of your favorite team and you go game by game, you can see it. It does change week to week or a little bit, or could based on injury, things like that.
Yeah.
But this week, the SEC, Vanderbilt and Georgia. Georgia, a 31.5-point favorite. Vanderbilt has a 2.4% chance to beat Georgia this weekend.
But what do they have to cover the spread, though? That's what I would like to know.
This is not that simple.
I'm trying to help them, Yor. I'm trying to help them. Like
31.5?
The percentage, that's
Listen,
a lot of points.
If you can't cover a conference opponent in 31.5.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't care who it is. Champion, no champion, that's a lot.
I would immediately take Vanderbilt in that, except for we finally saw Georgia put 4 quarters together.
Yes. And they act as if they're getting more confident with Beck back there. You are absolutely right.
2.4% chance to win.
Jeez.
Sorry, Vandy fans. Arkansas, Alabama. Arkansas at Alabama. Alabama by what, 19 and a half, somewhere in there?
19 and a half, yep.
Arkansas has a 9% chance to beat Alabama at Alabama. Now, the thing about Alabama, this is a sandwich game or whatever you want to call it, where they had that emotional, physical road game at Texas A&M and won.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a get-back game against Tennessee coming up next week.
Yep.
A revenge game, if you will.
I know they amped up about that.
Yeah. And so here you sit, Arkansas. 9% chance to win.
I hate it's that low. I just think, like, man, I know you got to have your weapons. Your defense got to stop somebody. Arkansas has not really been doing that. But, man, I just believe in that weapon back there with Sanders and KJ Jefferson. 19 and a half, give me that all day. But as far as just a win-loss straight up, it's going to be tough.
Auburn at LSU. You like Auburn in this scenario. The line is 10.5.
I teased it up to about 14 and a half, but yes.
Oh, gosh.
I do. I do like Auburn. I think it's something about them, man. Hugh gives them a different type of confidence, almost the confidence that we got to see last year that Cadillac Williams gave them at the end of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
To get that win. So I think Hugh brings that same energy, even though I know the offense ain't really nothing. They can't run the ball, though.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's nothing. That defense is solid.
Yeah. That's true.
I just think
Can they keep up with LSU point-wise? LSU's going to
be
score,
tough.
man.
LSU can't stop nobody either, though.
I know. They've given up almost 100 points the last 2 weeks.
I mean, if they man,
almost 100 points.
They playing in Death Valley too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only tough part.
Not the only one, but yes, it is.
I mean, yeah, not the only one. There's somebody hype.
Somebody is hype.
Somebody likes Death Valley.
Maybe people are getting fried after all. Auburn has a 24.1% chance to win at LSU.
That's kind of high.
1 in 4 chance.
Hey, that's all you need.
No, you need more than that.
Okay, well, yeah.
Compared to the other 2 games I mentioned.
I'm betting with you, War Damn Eagle.
All right, War DE, WDE.
Yeah.
Kentucky has they're favored by 2.5 at home, coming off that drubbing in Athens. Kentucky has a 55.8% chance to beat Missouri.
I like them in that. If Missouri is at home, I think I would take the opposite. I would take
directional game. This one, the team that wins still
alive
are looking at 8-9.
Mm-hmm.
The team that loses will have lost 2 games in a row.
Yep.
And headed in the other direction. South Carolina, Florida. South Carolina favored by 2 at home against Florida. South Carolina, according to the Football Power Index, the analytics team at ESPN, has a 57.5% chance to beat Florida.
I'm riding with it.
You're riding with South Carolina.
Yeah, I don't believe in. I don't think Florida believes in themselves. Like, I honestly don't. I think in rival games
after the season,
yes.
You're going to be so pissed that Tennessee lost that game.
No, reason being, yes, agreed, without question.
I'm talking about aside from the Tennessee-Florida thing.
Okay,
I'm talking about because Tennessee should have beaten them.
Yes, they should have. Yes, they had the better team, without question. Yep. Yes, you're right.
But sometimes in a rivalry, emotional
That's
state,
all. That's all.
That can carry you.
And they carried them. Like that, as much as they want to say,
all
like,
right.
That was our Super Bowl with South Carolina, like, Florida, they was up for that game.
I wonder how those coaching staffs prepared handled that week with their teams. Like, did Billy Napier and the Gators say, nah, dude, we're going out. This is different. Mm-hmm. And did Heupel say, this is just like every other week.
Right.
We got to prepare. Because that is who he is.
Yep, it is. And I don't like that part. I can't stand that part.
You don't like that part of it?
No, I don't like it.
Can we get a meeting?
Yeah, we're going to have to. I don't like that this is just
like
another game.
Like you used to have those meetings with Doug Dickey?
Yeah, man. I'll close the door.
We'll close the door behind us.
Lock the door.
Look, Coach, you're doing a lot of things great. We appreciate you.
This ain't it.
And we'll go through the litany of things that he's doing awesome. Yeah.
But let me get to this.
Some things need to be handled a little differently than others, Coach.
Yeah, and I think they did a great job of handling it that way. They look forward to that game. They got some get back on it. They've been hearing about Tennessee and Joe Milton. They heard about him talking about he don't lose in the state of Florida. They added all that up, and that's what you came up with. So I do believe that. I tell you what the difference will be, though. I want to see Florida get up for Georgia like that in the world's largest. What is it? The world's largest drink party? You can't even say that no more. Cocktail party. Yeah, I know it's cocktail party, but I think you ain't supposed to say that or something.
You can't say world's largest cocktail. Well, I mean, you can. I mean,
it's the world's largest cocktail party.
It's America, Jack.
That's right, Curve. Yeah, I'm with you.
We have an amendment that allows you to say that.
So do they get up for that game?
The SEC
that's a
doesn't
too.
want you to say that.
I know, but why? You did tell me that.
Yeah, they sent a memo like 10 years ago.
I remember you told me.
Back when you used to fax things. Like, we got it in the fax.
Really?
Yeah. So maybe it was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, that was a little while.
It's the world's largest cocktail party. I mean,
geez. Can they get up for that game? That's what they got to show me. If you can get up for that game, then I think Napier, you still got a chance. If not, you just hanging on by a thread, boy, and just at any moment, snip, you'll be out of here and be long gone. But Florida, show me something. You got an opportunity. I don't think you got an opportunity against South Carolina, though, man. I think they are a better team. I think they got a better quarterback, and I think
plus South Carolina's coming off that. I mean, the last big game they had, they totally fell apart.
Yeah, and then they had a bye to get ready for it.
Yeah.
And one thing we know about Beamer, he up there drilling them. He was drilling them. So I know they ready to get to the game.
All right, the analytics team at ESPN with the FPI, which offers the percent chance your team, A team, has a chance to win the game. Tennessee and Texas A&M. Vols a 3-point favorite at home. They're going to checkerboard Neyland.
Yeah.
Tennessee has won 12 consecutive games in Neyland Stadium. Texas A&M has lost 7 consecutive road games.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee will checkerboard Neyland, as I said. This is the 7th time that they will have done that.
What's their record in it?
2-4. But there are factors.
Yeah, okay.
There are other coaches involved.
Yeah, there you go. Talk to me, y'all.
So,
like I was about to say, wait a minute now. I'll go up there with a black shirt on. Just throw it off. Throw the little jinx off.
Be able to see where you are.
Yeah, hey.
There's Slay.
Black shirt.
Tennessee has a 56.8% chance to beat Texas A&M.
Like it.
Slightly more than half.
Like it.
A&M's a good team now.
Yeah.
Anaya Smith can be a problem. That's the one guy that gives me pause on the A&M roster.
He tough. Give you problems.
He can get loose.
Yeah, give you problems like
run game, receiver,
yeah.
return game.
Similar to
Nilo Sylvan.
I was gonna say Juice Wells.
Remember him? Yeah, Juice Wells
From South Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he didn't play against us.
Yeah, but great. Yes, just similar to Kerryon Joyner too for South Carolina. Plays in the backfield, receiver, does everything. But you know what,
What?
And I'm gonna stand on this.
10 toes down?
10 toes down. I mean, put them all the way in the sand. I can't move. This is what I'm telling you. This is who messed up for A&M, and they can write him a postcard and thank him for this. Gary Danielson, you wrote a check for Texas A&M but ain't gonna be able to cash. I can guarantee you that.
He said Neyland is no different than any other SEC stadium.
Now everybody in the SEC, including players, have said different than him. Why would he feel comfortable to come out and say that?
To be fair, and you
I
know
understood
this
what he was
because
saying, but
I've been down there during games on the sidelines, and you have too. It's different.
Yeah,
it's different on the sideline than it is in the box.
Very true. Very true. Still, though, you're in that box, you can still feel it and hear it, even with the windows closed. Like, there's no way. And, okay, if that's the case, all right, cool. If that's the case, you're doing yourself an injustice by not going down there on the field before the game is called. Because you can go down there and feel it an hour and a half before the game, and you can feel it then. Hey, you have Georgia players, the back-to-back national champions.
Yeah.
Players coming out and saying, hey, man, no disrespect to our fans down here in Athens, but, man, that's different up there. Kirk Herbstreit, who travels all over the world. Man, this man scheduled Thursday he go to do an NFL game. He get back on the jet, fly home, see his kid play Friday, fly back out on the jet, go to wherever college game day is, get back on the jet, go to where he got to call the game, get back on the jet, go back home. And he understands that Rocky Top is different. Come on, that ain't going to fly. Like, I really – like, this is one of them moments when you go over your grandparents' house and, you know what I mean, you see your pops or your granddaddy or grandmother or somebody older fiddling on the phone trying to figure out how to send a message. And it takes 30 minutes to send a text message. And at the end of the day, you go up there and grab the phone and say, hey, come on, man, give me the phone, man. Let me show you how to do this. All you do is press send. You see send, see how easy that is? Mm-hmm. Gary Danielson, I hate this, man. I hate to have to tell you this. Brother, you might be aging out of it. I'm going to be real with you. Making comments like that, you may be aging out of it. Gary Danielson, you wrote a check that Jimbo Fisher, as much money as he got, he can't cash this one. Rocky Top, well, they going to check a Neyland. They may go shirtless.
Shirtless kneeling.
Shirtless kneeling. And throw all the shirts on the field. And let the checker be out there like I'm going to do for Halloween. I'm telling you, this is going to be different, man. You don't gaslight kneeling. You don't do that. I'm telling you, man.
It's like Bryce Harper. Gaslight Bryce Harper.
And we already know you love Bama. We understand. Nobody holds you. We don't hold you. We don't hold you accountable for that. We know you just love them. It's all right. Dog, you don't do that. 4 in the first half. False stars. Mark my word. Book it.
4 in the first half. Alabama had 8 at Texas A&M. Jimbo knows what the home field does.
Come on, man. Everybody knows.
He actually said that, and I think it's because of what Gary Danielson said.
To try to walk
Jimbo
it back.
was like, we're well aware of what home field. What's interesting, though, is Texas A&M's only played in Neyland Stadium one time. Ever. And it was the COVID year, and there were 22,645 people there. And A&M won 34-13. It'll be a little different, I'm imagining, tomorrow.
Get back different.
At Neyland Stadium on CBS. All right, a couple others, and then we'll get you ready for the next segment.
Guy got me riled up. I want to go about now. I want to go about right now.
Well, we got a little work to do.
Okay.
And then you can go. Oregon with a 54.9% chance to beat Washington. Washington's favored in that game, so you might want to take note of that if you do some things.
That's interesting.
Notre Dame with a 61.8% chance to beat USC. Notre Dame a slight favorite against USC. Weather involved in that one, I hear. Titans against the Ravens. Titans with a 31% chance to beat the Ravens.
Why so low?
31% chance.
Why so low?
When we come back, Slay doesn't know where we're going with this. He might be able to guess.
I'm ready, though.
Nathaniel alerts are going off loudly. Which players on notice will tell you next. Broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive by the Opryland Hotel. Come by for your chance to win, among other things, Tennessee UConn tickets. We'll give those away in the last segment. More 3HL next on 104.5 The Zone. Want to tell you about Comcast, man. They got a lot going on, and you can save yourself a lot of time and energy by being prepared for the unexpected. That's what happens when you roll with Comcast. That's why I keep an extra key under the doormat. Oh, great. Now I need to find another hiding place. All I'm saying is that there is a reason why cars come with a spare tire. Unfortunately, there is no spare to turn to when your internet goes out. Well, unless you have storm-ready Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Storm-ready Wi-Fi is a battery-powered backup that automatically switches your Wi-Fi to a cellular connection in the event of an outage. So you can stream or search even when the power's out, which is very important if you're trying to monitor where the storm is. Give your home Wi-Fi some backup today and stay connected for up to 4 hours with storm-ready Wi-Fi only from Xfinity. Learn more at xfinity.com/storm-ready. Restrictions apply. Storm-ready Wi-Fi limited to customers with the range of 4G LTE cellular signals. Speeds reduced to 30 by 7 megabits per second. Actual speeds vary. For more information and details, visit xfinity.com/storm-ready.
What's happening? People around Slay here, man. Let's keep it cool or hot, whichever one it is. Control the temperature in your home, man, with Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com, man, the family-owned and operated company that will take care of you. Not like these big companies or anything where you got to call, leave a message, hope they get back to you. That's not what happens with Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Our family, Kevin, they take care of it. His son and son-in-law running the on-site technicians. They always knocking on the door. I'm telling you, anytime I call, boom, right there. I'm going to be honest, less than 48 hours every single time, man. Probably 24 hours. They get right back to you. Always a family member, one phone call away. Get up to 60 months, no interest financing with approved credit, and they also back their work with 10-year parts and labor warranties. Don't get any better than that. Fall is here, man, so don't be turning on your heat and be wondering what that smell is when you had the opportunity to hit Spring Hill up and make sure they get in there to let you know everything is fine. Get your maintenance done. Get everything done with Spring Hill AC.com. All you got to do is call them.
So this is a small bird, too, for someone that's never seen a bobwhite before. It's this little round softball.
That's right. Yeah, they're not much bigger than my fist, They've got little legs, but they're a ground-nesting, ground-dwelling bird. If they never have to fly in their life, they wouldn't, right? They just do that to get away from hawks and owls for the most part, or hunters. What they need is largely herbaceous plant communities, right? So they need wildflowers. They need a small proportion of grasses. I don't need vast grasslands, right? I need stuff that most people would call weeds. Those are providing good brood cover, good nesting cover, a lot of insects, right? That's what chicks need to develop early.
Bridgestone Firestone is a quail focus or focal area. So tell us a little bit why.
Yeah, it's largely because there are very few places that have wild quail in the state of Tennessee anymore. And there's dozens of different factors that lead into that, right? Everybody wants to jump right to predators, but it's a habitat issue, right? Mm-hmm. It's a landscape change, whether we're talking about development or whether we're talking about fire not being on the landscape anymore, or fields and young forests progressing into closed canopy forest, right? So the farm, just by nature of it being an open landscape that's been maintained that way, has held on to some birds. And compared to most other places in the state, we're one of the very few. On top of that, the potential for growing that population, it's higher here than just about anywhere else.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Slay, you approve? Little Stapleton coming back.
Hey, man, they giving me all my boys. All of them. And guess what? This I really know they my boys. Chris Stapleton and Jelly Roll got a song very, very similar with the same exact beat. Go listen to the album, y'all. That's a little tidbit from Big Slay, sitting on the front porch.
What if Chris Stapleton were listening right now? What would you have to say to him?
Parachute. See? There you go. I'm telling you. I know exactly what I tell him, man.
You want Stapleton on 3HL.
That's my guy, man. I love Chris Stapleton to death, man. You hear me? Just give me a 30-minute listening session with him. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Or like a 10-minute guest hit on 3HL.
He can hold that to 5. We'll use up the other 5. I'm going to use that. I might cry.
You would cry.
Man, if he come in there and sang, I'm going to cry.
If he came in studio and sang, you would cry.
I'm going to get that man a big old hug, man. A big old bell hug.
My first understanding of your Chris Stapleton love affair is when you forgot your ear pods, your AirPods, on the trip to Army-Navy. And so you were just listening in a dark plane with your phone next to your ear. And I'm like, that sounds like Chris Stapleton. Slay Dog. You're like, man, I love this man.
Animal, that's what gets me to sleep at night. Good old Chris Stapleton.
You told me on the front porch. Like, you're on the front porch.
That's
with a cigar and some brown water.
That's when it's going, man. I just dabbed into Morgan Wallen, his old album, and a couple songs on his new album. He just got so many on his new album. It's like I just can't filter through all of it. It's
take a minute.
Too much right now. Yeah, so I just now start dabbling in him a little bit. But I do love that. What is it? I can use a drink. I need a drink. I deserve a drink. That's a bad boy right there, Morgan. I tell you that. Yeah, that's me at night.
I love it.
I need a drink.
Brent Doherty, Ron Slay with you. If you come by Scoreboard, you fill out a pick sheet. Beat Brent and Slay is what it says.
Yeah.
So Adam Sherrow beat us last week.
It's good to hear somebody else beating us. I don't care if they win or lose.
Yeah, but he only got 4 right and he won.
I don't believe that. I believe it was just like, okay.
So we got less than 4 right.
I don't believe it, y'all. I do not believe it. There's some trickery in that.
Slade got 3 right, I'm being told.
That's some sorcery. That's some sorcery going on. How many teams did we pick from? 5?
7.
Yeah, that's false.
7 teams.
I don't believe that.
7 games.
Don't believe that.
Don't believe the hype.
Do not believe it.
What about me, Eggy Bob? Did you look up me?
He had to have 2.
Because I tied for first place the previous week with 6. How about that?
If yours had 2, he don't get to do nothing this week.
Stop. Look at Eggy Bob. All he did was pull yours. That tells me something. He's efforting, he said.
Okay, there you go.
Is it 1? He's really efforting, he says.
Dang,
all right,
did you not get none?
This week's games, Texas A&M and Tennessee, Oregon at Washington, which is actually in Seattle, Auburn at LSU, USC at Notre Dame, Cowboys at Chargers, Colts at Jags, Ravens at Titans, and then you pick the total points scored in the Titans-Ravens game.
Got my field out ready to go. Here go, Bob.
We have a Nathaniel alert.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to tell the people what Nathaniel is?
Man, Nathaniel stems from the word nothing. So when we were in school, in high school, coming up, we'd be like, oh, man, this ain't nothing. The teacher would be like, hey, man, we got a test today. Everybody would be like, oh, this ain't nothing, man. Why we got to take this test today, this, that, and the other? So in order for you not to get in trouble or for people not to realize you talking about them, we just came up with, oh, that's Nathaniel. So Nathan is nothing. So when somebody's walking up and you be like, oh, man, here come Nathaniel, y'all. So if Russell Wilson or last year Matt Ryan was walking up. If he entered the building now.
He was the Wheatie Box guy for Nathaniel Wheaties Box.
The Nathaniel Wheaties, he won it. We'd be like, oh, man, here come Nathaniel, and it's Matt Ryan. So the alerts usually go out. It's kind of like the Amber Alert on your phone. I've been trying to petition to get this on everybody's phone.
Did you hear it going off last night?
No. That's why I was saying I was looking at my phone and I was like, do I need to update it?
Yeah, the sirens were going off in Denver. They still are.
Yeah.
Quarterback Russell Wilson last night proved that he deserves more Nathaniel deliberation.
Yes.
Russell Wilson put up some outstanding Nathaniel numbers, 13 of 22, 95 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
And how many balls tipped?
So 13 completions to his guys, 2 to the other team.
Yeah,
so only 11 more completions to his guys.
Oh,
he's like trying to throw to his guys.
He's just saying I can get it to anybody. Like don't just put me in the box and make me have to throw to this team.
They rolled up some tape from that game on Get Up this morning, and I forget which analyst it was. Maybe it was Ryan Clark from Pittsburgh. I don't know. I don't want to put that on him. But anyway, he goes, watch this throw into cover 3 defense. It's a 2-route play, and he throws into the teeth of the cover 3. He said, this is what you teach a junior high school quarterback.
That's crazy.
Nathaniel! This is where they are with him. They've cut the field in half, gave him a two-route option, and he threw to the wrong guy.
That's tough, man. That's tough to do.
And threw one of his interceptions.
So this is what I was thinking. This is why I put it out on social media, or like, should we start sounding the Nathaniel alerts? Because who have we known to have this kind of fall from grace? Like Carson,
and then come back.
Carson Wentz just jumped off.
Because Russell's numbers aren't that awful, honestly, but last night.
And see, Carson was injury. You know what I'm saying? So he got an excuse. Russell Wilson ain't been injured. He done had championship teams around him, championship defenses.
He's going to be 35 in November. Shannon Sharp mentioned this. He said he can't get away anymore.
No, he can't. Yep.
He had great mobility. He wouldn't necessarily run, but he would escape and then throw it down the field.
He sure would.
Like on a secondary route, basically. And he said he can't do that anymore.
You great point right there, because you remember him getting those moon balls and throwing them out, but it was because he was escaped the pocket. And now
and Golden,
they keeping him in the pocket, and he can't even see.
Nice, tiny. He's
Can't
a tiny
see
human.
over it.
Denver is 1-5. The only win was that comeback 3-point win in Chicago. They were down 28-7, came back and won by 3. That's it. Russell Wilson's record as starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos, 5-16.
Nathaniel.
Yes,
he said, quote, we've been playing really good ball offensively.
Nathaniel.
See, that right there is Nathanielisms at his best.
It's not even his fault. Like, it's absorbed within himself.
And it spews out.
And it causes you to say things.
Like, why would you say that? No, you're not playing good ball.
He did say, I need to play better.
Duh. We've been saying that for 2-3 years now, man. Like, what?
We've been playing really good ball offensively.
Like, and see, this is the thing. This is what hurt him even more. Sean Payton came out and took that bullet up front, man, and tried to cover up for him and be like, all right, y'all, man, it's not really him. This is just a bad coaching job. Then they turn around and get spanked by the Jets, with Nathaniel Hackett laughing and getting the game ball. Then all of a sudden you start seeing players wanting to get out. They're trying to clear the house. Yeah. Like, they're trying to get everybody. Yeah. Soon it's just going to be him out there running out there.
Yeah.
1 on 11.
Yep.
Like he playing 1 on 11 now anyway.
Tennessee, Texas A&M breakdown when we come back. Your phone call, 615-737-1045. Brent Doherty, Ron Slade, Scoreboard, Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive by Opryland Hotel. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Come by for your chance to win Tennessee UConn tickets. More 3HL next. You want to get into little Tennessee, Texas A&M?
Come on, give it to me, baby.
All right, that's next. 104.5 The Zone. Go up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to get that next new vehicle. Maybe you've been thinking about it a while. Maybe you're sitting in that car right now wishing you had something better, newer, more reliable, maybe less of a payment, maybe something a little bigger, maybe something a little smaller. I don't know what your situation is, but you can certainly inform my guys at Upton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. They are awesome people, and they're waiting for you. Get by there this weekend and get it done. No pressure at all when you go see them. They want you in the vehicle that's right for you, and that's what will happen when you go see my friends at Upton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. Take 24 west to exit 35. It's about 9 miles outside the city. Then head on into Springfield. Again, 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. 3450 Tom Austin Highway. Upton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com. The entire inventory is there. All the dealership information is there as well, GuptonMotors.com. These are awesome people, and they will get you taken care of no matter what you're looking for, new or pre-owned. And you'll take your test drive. You'll go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. That's Upton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
What is happening, good people? Don't you be a Nathaniel when it comes to getting gifts like engagement rings, watches, whatever it may be, and even your repairs, man. Be that guy. Be that gal. Go to Brentwood Jewelry, BrentwoodJewelry.com, 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for over 50 years. Get in there. I went in there, man. Did the engagement thing. Didn't know what the hell I was doing, but they walked me right through it, man. They told me just sit back. It gave me an hour. No, they gave me an hour and a half window. I went in there and was in there for 10 minutes, y'all, because I let them go in and take care of me, man. It wasn't no need in me trying to figure something out that I didn't know nothing about. They took care of all of that, took care of your partner, and they also, if it wasn't of your liking, they go back and handle that. Watches. I had a watch that needed to get fixed, got that battery put back in it. I'm back styling and profiling, man. You can do the exact same thing. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 6 p.m., Saturdays 9 to 4, always a phone call away or a click away at BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Good afternoon from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill at Opryland. I'm Joe Honk. The injury report is out for the Titans as they are practicing in London today. Matter of fact, earlier today they did that. Well, Traylon Burks, Luke Gifford, and Elijah Molden didn't because they didn't make the trip. They were ruled out of this game just a couple of days ago. But Tier Tart listed as questionable today after being limited and practice. The other one you need to pay attention to is the fact that starting center Aaron Brewer was limited today in practice as well. He is also listed as questionable. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
John 104.5 The Zone Friday edition. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're going to have a great weekend. I know you're going to have a great weekend, especially if you're at Scoreboard Bar and Grill. They got drinks.
Gotta have a great weekend and start it right here at Scoreboard.
Look how many beers are on that table over there, Slay.
Where? Right there.
Right over there.
Oh, you see, they came not to play a game.
Yeah, it's like we're going to get a bucket of beer, but we don't need the bucket.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go through it too quickly.
See, that's what you say. They came to play and not around.
That's exactly right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Is that where you are on a Friday?
Oh, that's why I'm going to get a haircut after this. And, man, this started. It's on.
Slay Dog is here at Scoreboard.
I'm in the building. My pizza is almost gone.
This car ain't got no room.
My pizza is almost gone.
We love Christy with Scoreboard. She gave us the ability to give away Tennessee UConn tickets today. today.
That's homecoming.
So if you're here at Scoreboard, you want to win Tennessee UConn tickets, go see Eggy Bob. He's over there doing the robot.
You may be you may be in for a treat that UT game too. I think it's gonna be don't quote me on this, y'all, but I think it's gonna be like a Legends game.
What, Saturday?
No, UConn. The UConn game.
Yeah, Saturday is Eric Berry Day.
Oh yeah, EB Day, baby. Oh yeah. It's long overdue, but he just not
I've never
playing.
seen anybody his size hit as hard as him. Ever.
Freight train.
Was it the Alabama receiver where he spun him around like he was hydroplaning in the air? Remember that?
Yeah, it might have been.
And then the hit on the Georgia sideline.
No Sean Marino.
Woo!
Rock and rolled him. He didn't know where he was.
The 95-yard pick six at Florida where Tim Tebow tried to tackle him.
Yeah.
Gave him a little okey doke. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Eric Berry was a special cat, man. Special cat.
I mean, off the field, too.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it. Lineage up there, man. His brothers ended up going there.
You know what we need today?
What?
Zeph, I'm going to put you on the spot. You got to look for this.
Oh.
There's an NFL Films clip that we like to play on this show, and it's Eric Berry does not like horses. All right? So you're on it, Zeph.
You're on it, Zeph.
All right.
Zeph, you're under the gun.
Tennessee and Texas A&M. We've got a lot to get to. By the way, 3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Don't wait till it gets too cold, y'all.
Call them.
Yeah. Or go to springhillac.com.
That's right.
And then call them. But go ahead and get that HVAC unit checked now before it gets too cold. Dawn likes to say call them.
Yeah, you better not wait till you start smelling that little funny smell.
I know. You turn it on and you're like, oh, man, is everything going to burn down?
You might as well just go get some extra blankets because you waited too long.
Texas A&M at Tennessee. Tennessee favored by 3. The game is at 2:30 on CBS. You can also catch it right here on 104.5 The Zone if you're out and about. Texas A&M has played one time in Neyland Stadium. They pounded the Vols 34-13 in front of 22,645 fans. That was in 2020 during COVID, and it was Jeremy Pruitt's last game as Vol coach.
See you, bye.
We got a round of applause there.
Yeah, well deserved, too.
Texas A&M, number 1 in the nation in tackles for a loss and number 2 in sacks. Tennessee actually number 1 in the country in sacks per game, though, because Tennessee's played 5 games and Texas A&M has played 6.
See?
So Texas A&M has 26 sacks, Tennessee has 22. But when you do it sacks per game, Tennessee number 1 and Texas A&M number 2. Tennessee 3rd in tackles for loss per game.
Listen, y'all never did math. Tried to skip right over it in school, and they had to take it when I went back. But that right there would tell me this is a better tackling team than them. Statistically.
But those are 2 defenses that like to get up the field.
Yeah,
right?
that's the thing. They like to play in the backfield.
Right. So A&M quarterback Max Johnson, who has held up well, is 6'6". He's the son of Brad Johnson, longtime NFL quarterback. But he doesn't move particularly well. He can move around the pocket.
Right.
But he's not going to escape and run for 25 yards.
No, you ain't got to worry about that. James Pierce Jr., 10 years back. Tyler Barron.
You know what's funny about James Pierce Jr.? Half of his tackles are sacks.
That's cold.
He's got 10 tackles. He has 5 sacks.
I love it. Like, we don't pull you out till it's time to do damage.
Yeah. James Pierce like, hey, man, if the ball gets past there, that's y'all.
Y'all got it, man.
If it's still right here,
my ball.
I'm on it.
My ball. See ball, hit ball. Yes, sir.
Like Marcellus Wallace said, I'm on the MFer.
Yeah.
Texas A&M leads the SEC in rush defense. Tennessee's offense leads the SEC in rush offense. Something's got to give there.
Got to give.
Tennessee number 7 in the country. In terms of running the football, Texas A&M gives up 2.6 yards per carry. Tennessee number 20, however.
Yeah.
And actually, they give up 3.14, so not bad. Tennessee, in terms of running the football, number 2 in the country in yards per carry, 6.18 yards per carry. Every time Tennessee runs the ball, they get 6.18 yards on average.
Yeah.
How about that? Texas A&M, in terms of running the football, number 78 in America.
We like it.
4.39 yards per carry.
I like that breakdown right there, y'all. Like the breakdown.
So, who can run the football? Right?
Yes.
And if neither team can really be effective running the football, which team can throw it better than the other.
Right. Right.
That's going to be a key. So A&M's pass defense, Tyler Van Dyke down at Miami and Jalen Milroe, for example, both threw for 300-plus yards on the A&M defense and multiple touchdowns.
Cute.
So there may be some opportunities there.
You got it, Joe. Joe, I'm talking to you. Use your legs. Use your legs, son.
I think they tell him that a lot.
Yeah, like,
he likes to stand in there, though, and throw the football.
We know you're tough. It's not running away from a fight. It's going to get the first down and keep the chains moving.
A&M coming off an emotional, physical, hard-fought loss to Alabama. Tennessee coming off a bye week. Josh Heupel's record as a head coach coming off a bye week, 7-1.
Wait. You can put it on the board.
I always love giving you stats that I find where you don't know what they are because you look at me like, which direction is he going to go?
Like, do not hurt me, yo.
Is he 1-7 or is he 7-1?
Do not hurt me.
He is 7-1 coming off bye week.
I like that right there. Hyper with time to plan, baby.
You can put it on the board.
Yes. Zeph, let me know when you find Eric Berry talking about horses.
He's on the board.
Oh, he's got it. Hang on. Hang on, Zeph. We'll get there. With Brew McCoy out, who helped step up in the pass game from a receiving perspective? Ramel Keaton, Squirrel White, you know what you got there, right? Who else? Dante Thornton is back, is what we hear.
Yep.
Unless there's a setback.
Right.
Caleb Webb, Chris Nimrod. Chris Nimrod looks the part. Big, tall, lanky, has one catch for 10 yards.
Yep.
Freshman. Or is it the tight ends? Jacob Warren, you get him more involved? McAllen
So
Castles? Yeah.
So this is my thing. I think as far as the receiving goes, you go with what you know. You'll probably go with Castles a little bit more. But when you start to get in those schemes where Brew would be blocking, I'm gonna put Warren out there. Because Warren can move too. And if they tip their hand to it, it's okay with sending Warren on a little fake block. Get on out of there. He'll take it to the house too. So yeah, I like what Warren and like what you just said, Castles bring to it.
Both front sevens obviously get after it. We told you via numbers, statistically, they get up the field, cause havoc, tackles for loss and sacks.
Yep.
A&M's front seven is nasty, like NFL level nasty.
That's no lie.
So which front seven can cause the most havoc in terms of turnovers and things like that? That could have a huge impact on this game. As we said earlier, Tennessee has won 12 in a row in Neyland Stadium. Texas A&M has lost 7 straight road games. Haven't won a road game away from Kyle Field, like a true road game, since 2021.
Hey, man. Might as well just let everything play out the way it's supposed to then.
Checker in Neyland Stadium, Tennessee 2-4 in those games.
It ain't really that.
Not really down with that?
No, you ain't really got to say that one.
Okay.
Because that ain't really got nothing to do with it.
Well, I try to say all of them.
I'm trying to think of the checker that I've been to. I think, did we checker Neyland last year for Kentucky game? I think.
I don't remember.
Ole Miss game was a checkered. We lost that one. That was nuts.
Was that checkered?
Was it checkered? No, I don't think because it was a night game. Nope, that wasn't checkered. Kentucky was a night game too, so that wasn't checkered. Florida last year was checkered. Yes, that was checkered. You're absolutely right.
Yes, that's true. And they won.
And they won that. So we 1-0 from memory. That's all that mattered to me.
They beat Florida in another checkered game. Butch Jones was the coach. Where everybody, man, I was sitting in a concourse at halftime, and people were cussing. Remember, Tennessee was down.
Yes.
And a lot of people left.
And
then here they came.
That was the most emotional game I've been to in a Tennessee.
Jawan Jennings went nuts.
That I literally had to catch myself like, boy, if you don't get control of yourself, I almost cried. Like, I was so happy. I was like, this is what we've been waiting. And when he bobbled that catch on the sideline and caught it, dog,
get you some, T.
Hey, man, Dave, that was a special moment right there, man.
That was a fun day. That is
Golly.
So they're going to check your Neyland tomorrow.
Okay. Cool.
And what's weird about that is, like, are we getting a little lax on that? Because I hadn't heard a lot about that.
No,
honestly.
No.
Have you heard a lot about it?
No, I think we've been captivated down here by what the Titans got going on. I think it's overshadowed that situation.
Oh, okay.
I think. You know what I'm saying? And then it was coming off a bye. It'd be different if you kind of had a build up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because everybody kind of like just flowing into it. Hey, let's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Did y'all hear that?
I did. Let's celebrate Eric Berry real quick.
Okay.
All right. This is one of my favorite sound bites. NFL Films did this. And this is Eric Berry playing for the Kansas City Chiefs. Keep in mind, before games, the Kansas City Chiefs have a girl that rides a horse around the stadium on the field while the team's warming up. Eric Berry does not like horses. We've had him on the show before from the Super Bowl, and we played this for him, and he just laughed. He's like, man, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't like horses. I'm not down. And so check this out. This is funny.
Oh, hell no. There go that horse. I don't with that horse. Huh? That horse. Yeah, I wait till they got to the horse pass. I don't mess with horses, bro. Straight up. Might come over here and throw a tantrum. Stay inside the box. Stay inside the box. Oh. Hold up, coach. That horse out there.
Hold up, coach.
Horse. Oh, she need to go ahead with that horse, guys. I don't fool with no horses, boy. You need to go ahead and drive that the other way. You don't like the horse? Hell no. I ain't worried about the ticket. I'm worried about the horse.
Have you ever seen somebody that scared of a horse?
Yeah, them horses, man, like them some big animals, dog.
No, they're huge.
Man, you don't know what they're thinking either.
They're muscular.
Every bit of it. And all it takes is one kick.
Or that hoof against the face.
Good night.
In the face.
Good night immediately.
All right, when we come back, former Titan, Pro Bowler, Mark Mariani. We call him Moonshine. He's going to break down Ravens Titans. He's going to offer a blood in the water pick. That's next as we broadcast live. Scoreboard Bar and Grill will be here until 6 o'clock. Get your fanny down here. We'll be right back. 104.5 The Zone.
It's The Zone. What's happening, good people? Ron Slay right here, man. I got to tell you a little bit about what I did to get my body back feeling great. You know, getting up out of the bed, having something to attack the inflammation. That was my cells, yes. Indeed, no controversial stem cell use involved right here, man. This is holistic stem cell therapy brought to you by Dr. Kellum, KellumStemCellInstitute.com. I walked in there with my free consultation with Dr. Kellum. Yes, you heard that correctly. Free consultation, 615-850-4415. Hit him up so you can get yours. Answered everything I could even think of. And after he finished answering, he told me, man, sit here for a second, think about it, and I'm going to come back and answer more questions if you got them. If not, we can knock it out and let's get busy. So, boom. That's what it was. He stored my other cells as well, man, for future use if I were to have anything happen, congestive heart failure, lung issue, asthma, arthritis, whatever it be, man. Inject the stored cells back into you and watch what happens. It's your body, your cells, your solution. KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
Do you need new windows and doors? I'll tell you who you need to call. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. That's who we called. I needed new windows in my house because the sun on the outside of our house had warped our windows. They weren't put in properly. Well, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville took care of everything, and they were so great to work with. Number one for highest quality and craftsmanship. That's what Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville was voted based on a 2022 survey of leading brands among homeowners. Also rated number one by Nashville homeowners for highest quality and as a window brand that pays attention to detail. I can agree with that because I watched them install my new windows in my home, and they laid things down so they didn't get our floor dirty. They were efficient, and they had the staff to be able to do what they were supposed to do when they were supposed to do it. And because of that, they can warranty their work. So top to bottom, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville is amazing, and they got some amazing deals going on right now. 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months. 615-249-1910, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, PellaNashville.com.
"40 years ago, we opened our doors with one mission in mind:
We'll be right back with the top 10 songs of 1983.
To sell quality American-made vehicles at a fair price.
You have arrived.
And we've loved every minute of the ride. Celebrating 40 years of Two Rivers Ford.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. You see what happened in Houston last night? Big Slay. We're going to talk about it at 4:45.
Man, some period. You ain't going to do nothing but open up my scab, man, and let me start bleeding.
Well, yeah, I'm going to do that and then go back into Tennessee, Texas A&M, and just let you vent.
Golly, dog.
On the Aggies.
Sheesh.
That was something else. All right.
Paul Slay was going to be on.
Like Donkey Kong? You wanted that fast buck.
I had it.
Now you got to light that ass up. Scoreboard Bar and Grill, that's where we are. Make sure you see the blue table over there with the 104.5 The Zone logo. Fill out your sheet. Make your picks against me and Slay, and you can win $250 to Scoreboard Bar and Grill gift card.
Yes.
Type of thing. There's also other stuff you can win over there. I have no idea how you do it, though. Because Eggy Bop has it all laid out.
Eggy Bop has got it ready.
He does have it ready.
Got it ready.
Former Titans Pro Bowler Mark Mariani breaks down the Titans Ravens, offers his blood in the water pick right now. Mark, what's up? How are you?
Moonshine.
Man, that intro music, man. You guys are vibing today. I like it.
Hey, we do nothing but vibe around here. Listen, I'm so sorry that you felt bad last week, but Slay has a little message for you.
Hey, listen, Moonshine. Listen, man. I'm telling you this right now, man. I mean this, you know what I mean? Because you my boy. Like, this would be one of those, we pull up to the party. You know what I mean? We ain't seen each other in about 2 or 3 weeks, and I'd be like, hey, there go my boy Moonshine. You give me 5, and I just whisper, hey, man, come over here with me real quick. Let me holler at you. So I come holler at you. Arm around, walk you off for a second, man. But we coming back, but I got to let you know, Moonshine, listen, man, we got the barges outside. I got them loaded up, ready to roll all along the riverbank. Right down there on 2nd Avenue, man. And I look for the conductor. I got all these people on there like, y'all, let's roll. There's blood all out here in this water. And I look around and I don't see my dog.
Hey, I feel you, bro, and that means a lot. Hey, I need to be held accountable. I didn't know how much coughing and hacking I could actually throw out over the airwaves before we got slapped on the wrist by the powers that be. So, I mean, I could have made my way on here. It would have been an ugly scene, and I'm glad I'm feeling better. But I think, my little happy butt maybe spent too much time on Broadway last week. Got a little rundown, all right? But it won't happen again. It will not happen again.
So it's good to have you back, dog.
That conductor's seat empty. I will not leave that conductor's seat empty.
Good to have you back, man. The barge has been waiting on you. Yeah, we even had little speed boats and sea-doos come out there, man. It was like, we bringing something too. But
damn. Well, load them up. We got it going this week. We got to load them up.
Let's get to it.
So, do I remember correctly? 2 weeks ago, you were correct.
Yep.
Yeah. Dang right. We were on it. Absolutely laid the smack on the Cincinnati Bengals, and I'll tell you what a beautiful sight. I don't know how many of those in Nissan Stadium I've been on the right side of. I don't ever think I've seen a blowout in Nissan Stadium besides being on the other end of it. So that was a majestic day out there, man. What a beautiful, glorious achievement that was.
It was good to see, man. Able to get over that hump and get some payback, man, from all that talking that they like to do, offensive ramming talking. Like, come on, y'all. Hell is going on.
Especially that team. And then we go to the barn, the absolute barn in the middle of downtown Indianapolis, man. Whatever that place is. Are you an indoor stadium or are you not? Are you gonna let it rain on us on the inside, or what are we doing here? Golly, man. I will say this though. I give a little tiny ounce, little speck of credit where credit's due, and that's a hard place to win, man. I don't ever feel comfortable walking into that place. I don't like it. I think it's ugly. I like nothing more than to wax the Indianapolis Colts, but other than that, man, getting our tails whipped around in Indy was not a fun way to spend the weekend last weekend.
I know. The unfortunate part, though, is that they hadn't won in a year there, so glad to snap that little streak, I guess. But,
dude, what? Hey. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we had to get a little back after years of Luck and Peyton.
How impressed were you with DeAndre Hopkins? 8 receptions, 140 yards.
Oh, man, if I could take anything away from that game, it was that. That's the guy. I mean, some of those balls that Tannehill was throwing were just on the money. D-Hop's big hands got up there. I mean, it was like, that's the guy we need. And, I mean, that's I think the announcers hit it. That's why you gave him that bag of money. And I'm like, listen, what he's done to this receiving core without him in the room is night and day. So that game was so beautiful to see, and I mean, I expect a lot more of that. They seem like they're getting on the same page. Tannehill was hitting him in stride. He was getting open. I mean, that was awesome to watch. Definitely my biggest bright spot takeaway. Maybe the only one actually from a rough day at Indy.
Let me add one more to it. Let me ask you about this, man. Tyjae Spears, you got to see him in a little different, like each week, starting to get more and more usage, and not only being the guy to put the ball in his hands, but sometimes being a decoy for Derrick Henry and vice versa. What you think about that little matchup with, that little combination of Derrick Henry and Tyjae Spears, the way they were using it?
He's definitely becoming an absolute weapon, and we talk about trying to get Henry going and what we need to do, and sometimes I get on here and jibber jabber about, this exotic smash mouth and stuff like that I've seen in the past. And I think the other thing I saw Tim Kelly give the ball to Tyjae Spears on a 3rd and 1, more like a power back, using Derrick. So he's a weapon. We can use him with such versatility. And I think as we start stacking these packages together and the playbook together, there's just going to be a lot more misdirection, a lot more using him in different ways. And, I mean, it's just like what we always talk about. The more you can get a guy like that involved, the more you can get Tig and other weapons involved, it just takes the pressure off Tutu. It takes the pressure off D-Hop. We need a guy like Tyjae Spears that can come in and be the change-up or the fastball, I guess. But, I mean, it's like we need that for Derrick Henry because we got to get him going, man. And I'll tell you, especially this week, we can't beat the Baltimore Ravens unless we get Tutu rolling. So this is going to be a big physical test for us. And using Tyjae is going to be pivotal this week as well because they're going to be keyed in on our run game.
Ravens quarterback Mark Mariani is not the Ravens quarterback, but Mark Mariani joins us right now.
No, he makes a lot more money than I do.
Sorry. At Mark Mariani 80, we call him Moonshine. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson said that they should be 5-0. He said they need to put points on the board and protect the ball. He has the same amount of rushing touchdowns as the Titans. How about that?
Yeah, he's nasty. He's nasty, dude. He's nasty, and the only thing that probably he doesn't like to see is the Tennessee Titans on his schedule because we are one team that knows how to beat him, and we have beaten him consistently. Now he's given us a couple as well, but I watched it all this week, man, and it is the weirdest thing to go watch. I think PFF or whatever grade him out as the number 1 quarterback in the NFL last week, and even though they scored 10 points and took an L. And I was like, wait a second, this doesn't make sense. They're counting drop balls and stuff. Whatever, It doesn't matter. Coach Vrabel knows how to beat a quarterback like this. And to be honest, one more point about last week. The last guy I wanted to see running on that field was Gardner Minshew, man. I wanted to see more Anthony Richardson because I like the way we play him. You make him be a passer, and it changes the game, and that's what we got to do, man. Azeez Al-Shaair has to have a huge game tomorrow or Sunday morning, and we got to contain. We got to. This is always what we talk about with a running quarterback like this. We got to contain his legs first, man. Make him a pocket passer. Make him single. Make him one-dimensional, and then I think we can pick him apart. He's one of the best and elite player in this league, but for some reason our defense always has his number. I think personally, like Deion Sanders would say, this SHIT, this is personal, man. The Tennessee Titans defensive line got absolutely smacked in the mouth last week. Yeah. We gave up a 100-yard rusher for the first time in whatever. What was it, like 22 games or something?
20 games,
we got
10 games for a team to have 100.
Yeah, we got pushed around at the line of scrimmage, both offensively and defensively. They beat us with our style of football. They were the more physical team. They ran the ball. They stuffed us in the run game. They pushed us around. And, man, to me, we got knocked down on the mat. And I think it's a real measuring stick Sunday morning of how are we going to respond to that. Because Christian Fulton gets called out. Jeff Simmons, I mean, listen, we got absolutely gouged in the run game. And that's not our style of football. We're the number 1 rush defense in the last 2 seasons in the NFL. And we gave up almost 200 yards to our divisional rival. I mean, that was we don't lose like that. That's an outlier. That's not going to happen. But I got to see these guys respond, and it's a good week because Lamar Jackson is going to be looking for Mark Andrews. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
And we have two of the best cover safeties that can make plays in the NFL, right? So I love our matchup there. Here's the deal with getting D. Henry going, though. Another little thing. They got two savages in the middle, boys. Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen. If we don't get physical with those dudes, they will game wreck us. So anyway, it is going to be, along with some other bets I'm going to make, I would smash this under so hard. It is going to be an absolute physical slugfest. And the Tennessee Titans are getting up off the map, man. We're the underdog again. We got pushed around in the damn barn in Indianapolis, and I gotta see the boys respond. And here's another little small get it on the airwaves. Where's Harold Landry, man?
Yes.
Bears are getting after the quarterback. We had one sack, and we didn't even hit him. We had one sack, and it was because he threw the ball backwards last week. That's not Tennessee Titans, man. Am I wrong?
No.
We didn't get after him at all. We got a rookie quarterback. Well, halfway through the rookie quarterback, and then we have Minshew Mania, and we didn't get after him at all, man. And our pass rush, that just wasn't Titans football. So to me, for all those reasons, man, I think our D-line is going to come out nasty, and I think our defense overall is going to take that personal, and they're going to keep those receipts, and they're going to go pitch an absolute gem in Tottenham Stadium because Mike Vrabel coached football teams better learn how to respond because we got smacked in the mouth by the Colts.
To your point, and this got Slay excited about this matchup, Derrick Henry yesterday said his play hasn't been good enough this season. I wonder what he's thinking about this week.
Do you remember this, Brent? Last time they were in London, I thought a light switch went off for him, and I saw a play yesterday that was the exact opposite, man. We finally blocked an outside zone for him, and he didn't hit it. He missed and got ankle tackled, and I'm like, dang, man, where's that downhill guy? We finally gave him a one-on-one in the hole with the nickel guy, or it was a DB of some sort, and he just got tripped up. I thought to myself, man, if he just explodes through that hole, that right there, there's nobody left. And we haven't seen any of those big plays in the run game this year. One in the passing game against the Saints. But, man, it was in London last year that the flip switch, and if he's being self-critical and holding himself accountable, and then it's trickle-down effect, man. Everybody feels the call out. It's go time. They got down on the mat. Now, how are you going to respond, man? This is the NFL. It's a long season. Titans fans, here's the deal, man. Titans fans, just buckle in because there ain't going to be too many like the Cincinnati Bengal game. This is how we play. It's ugly. It's nasty. The heart rate's going to be through the roof. You're never going to feel comfortable. You're always going to be fist fighting until the last whistle. I mean, shoot, we had 2 possessions at the end of that game to go win that football game as bad as we played. So I just think, man, we're going to respond. We love being the underdogs. We love being backed into a corner, and we'll see what happens.
Man, absolutely, man. I love hearing that, and I'm just like you, man. That's what I thought. All of the accountability said, man, I'm Derrick Henry. I've been playing bad. I've been playing up to par. Now, you guys up front, y'all do y'all job, and I'm going to make sure I carry the rest. So that's exactly what I wanted to hear walking into it. Now, you got to go and get some things straightened for us. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready, baby.
Zeph, can you get us right?
I gotta be honest with you, boys. Let's go, baby. You know what time it is. All right, here's my deal, man. I got a stone cold lock in my back pocket. Stone cold lock. But here's what happened to me as I'm watching this. As I prep for this show, I watched my two-tone blue get smacked in the mouth last week. But here's what I saw. Here's what I witnessed. Those sharks are gone, dude. Those sharks are gone. They're not in the Cumberland anymore, Slay. They're gone.
Where'd they go?
They made that journey. They made that journey across the pond, baby. We got your team trophy.
Oh, no.
Into that Tennessee money line, baby. It's game time. It's time to respond. The D-line got called out. The quarters got called out. Yeah, Derrick Henry called himself out. Then how are you going to respond? Hey, take your 4 points. Guess what they said? We don't want your 4 points. It's money line. It's time to go, baby. We're over the pond in London. Listen, man. Listen. I got to be honest with everybody out there. This is a late in the week. This is a late in the week deal for me. But as I broke this down, I said, listen, man, I'll tell you what. We're going to see what kind of men we have under those helmets, man, because we got absolutely pushed around last week. So here's what it is. Jeffrey Simmons on that D-line. He's going to get after it. My boy, Harold Landry's getting after it. I expect Lamar. I want 4 or 5 sacks on Sunday morning, baby. The defense is going to pitch an absolute gem on Sunday morning, and we're going to load up, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Two-Tone Blue.
Yeah. I'm making my bet right now, Moonshine.
Are
I'm
you
riding with
kidding me
you.
right now?
I'm going with my boy right now. I ain't gonna never leave him out there in the boat alone.
I love my boy, but man, money line Ravens.
Hey,
I'm going.
All right,
hey,
Mark.
listen. This just came to me this afternoon, and I swear to you, man. I swear to you, they got embarrassed. Okay, these are grown men. Okay, competitive maniacs. You don't embarrass these boys. It's how we're going to be respond. And you know what? I think it's going to tell us a lot about the rest of this year. Right here Sunday morning. How's he going to respond? And I expect it to start up front with that D-line. Danico Autry, Jeff Simmons, all those boys, Arden Key, get after this dude. Let's go. We hate these boys, man.
Yeah, Moonshine.
What do we need Eddie George back out there, run people over. Let's go. Let's go.
There he is. He's Mark Marietti. Mark Marietti 80 on Twitter or X.
My bet made, baby. I'm rolling with him.
All right, Mark. Drink some brown water for us. Oh, he's just gone.
Why would you? Ain't nothing else to say what he's saying. They crossed the water. It's time to go get to it. I like it.
All right.
Yo, Moonshine.
I'm there. All right. Reese and Lauren, when we come back, they're doing something up in Bowling Green. I don't know.
Does it involve a kiddie pool?
It might. And lots of beer.
Sounds good to me.
Also, did you guys see what happened in Houston last night? Absolutely crazy. We'll hit on that next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Man, what's happening? I can't wait till we get back and get to hear from our people over there in London, man. RKW, they went out there and held it down. Titans Radio over there holding it down. And then Moonshine just laid it down. And I went straight to my betting app. That's Superbook Sports. And I laid it down, man. I went money line with the Titans. So you already know what it is. I'm booking it early. You can do the same thing. All you got to do is go download the Superbook Tennessee app or visit superbook.com to place your wager and win today. Even if you don't agree with that, then, hey, you go against it and go win you some money anyway. But I offer my first bet bonus. My first bet bonus winners or losers, this is what you got to understand. If you use the promo code SLAY, you're going to get up to $250 back with your first bet bonus. That's right. Win or lose, they're going to match your first bet up to $250 with the promo code SLAY. The most trusted name is Vegas is right here, so you might as well dive into it with your guy. Zone TV is where I will be doing the parlay. Visit superbook.com for terms and conditions. Get me promo code 189. Book it.
So this is a small bird, too, for
That's
someone
right.
that's never seen a Bob White before. It's this little round softball.
That's right. Yeah, they're not much bigger than my fist. They've got little legs, but they're a ground-nesting, ground-dwelling bird. If they never have to fly in their life, they wouldn't, right? They just do that to get away from hawks and owls for the most part, or hunters. What they need is largely herbaceous plant communities, right? So they need wildflowers. They need a small proportion of grasses. I don't need vast grasslands, right? I need stuff that most people would call weeds. Those are providing good brood cover, good nesting cover, a lot of insects, right? That's what chicks need to develop early.
Bridgestone Firestone is a quail focus or focal area. So tell us a little bit why.
Yeah, it's largely because there are very few places that have wild quail in the state of Tennessee anymore. And there's dozens of different factors that lead into that, right? Everybody wants to jump right to predators, but it's a habitat issue, right? It's a landscape change, whether that's we're talking about development or whether we're talking about fire not being on the landscape anymore, or fields and young forests progressing into closed canopy forest, right? So the farm, just by nature of it being an open landscape that's been maintained that way, has held on to some birds. And compared to most other places in the state, we're one of the very few. On top of that, the potential for growing that population, it's higher here than just about anywhere else.
HL 104.5, the Zone Friday edition, broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill, the OG location at Music Valley Drive across the street.
Let's go, baby.
From the Opryland Hotel. They got Christmas lights up over there yet?
More than likely.
They need to. If they don't.
Yeah, that's
why can't they just leave them up all year?
Yeah, they got Halloween and a little Christmas. Oh, yeah. I was going to say Christmas. Yeah, we talking about Christmas. Like. Can't have them up in the summer, I guess. I don't know.
We have sheets for you to fill out. If you are interested in winning $250 worth of Scoreboard stuff,
get that money.
Then you can pick games against me and Slade. And if you win, you could win $250 worth of Scoreboard stuff. I've got the sheets right here if y'all want one. It's easy to fill out. You're picking 7 games straight up. No point spreads involved at all. Texas A&M at Tennessee, who wins, for example? You put a check mark next to
Tennessee.
Yeah,
that's what you put.
Oregon and Washington. That game's actually in Seattle. You just picked the winner. Auburn, LSU, same thing. The guy that won last week picked 4 right out of 7. So y'all have a legit chance, even if you know nothing about football and you're just guessing C on the standardized test, you got a shot to win.
An opportunity.
So just see us, and we'll get you a sheet, and you can fill it out and give it to Rich over there in the gray shirt. How about that?
Sounds good, Yor.
You want to go up to South Central Kentucky before we get into this Houston mess?
Let's do it, because that's plenty of mess.
I guess it's more West Virginia mess.
Yes.
Than anything.
Without question.
Reese, Laura, what's up?
Hey, guys, I got my voice back.
Hey.
There she is. What up, Laura?
What's up, Laura?
Hey, remember, Big Slay, when I said D-Hop was well worth the money for the Titans and Reese didn't agree with me?
Yes.
I was right. He was wrong.
Yes, you are absolutely right. He should be going back on his word right now and upset that he didn't ride with you.
I think so, too.
Man, enough about that nonsense, Big Slay. We got a lot to get on here. It's been a crazy day. Crazy day. Are you with me, Big Slay?
Man, you know I'm always with you, baby. I'm never not with you.
So, first off, y'all always on location on Fridays when we don't have our babs, our principal, or our leader, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we need y'all to come up to Overtime or Buffalo Wild Wings in Bowling Green. That's what we need. But
yes.
So now, though, we're going to get into it. It has been a crazy day. So I'm working till noon today, right, because we got to get off early and tailgate for the game tomorrow because that's what we do.
That's only right.
That's a full day.
Sitting in there. Yes, I'm minding my own business, doing my job, stocking the freezer food there, and I see this old lady, I mean like 60-some years old, in a Texas A&M Aggies shirt. I don't say a word. I'm wearing my Go Vols shirt because it's Friday. That's what I do. And she stares me down. I'm like, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything. You know what this old lady does?
What the old lady do?
She said, blank the Vols, go Aggies. I said, don't do it. Well, I don't do it. Don't do it. So I didn't do anything. You know what she does, Big Play, after that?
What?
She flips me the bird.
Oh, wow.
So, again, we're talking about senior citizens. She gets like free coffee everywhere she goes.
Yeah.
So I don't do anything. I can't stop myself. You know what I did after she flipped me the bird?
What?
I returned the favor.
Here's a bird for you to hold on to.
Right there in my Vols shirt. So, you know our Titans lost last week. I lost a couple $100.
Yeah.
But I did the math for the year. I'm up $3,300 on betting. So you know what I put on the not the Titans. I'm nervous about that game. I wish I had Mark's energy. I'm nervous. We're going over the pond. I know we're +4, but I'm leaving that game alone. But you know what I did for the Vols this week?
Yeah.
You know what I did for the Vols?
Talk to me.
$3,300. It's double jeopardy. It's all in, buddy.
Let's go, baby.
Wow.
Push all the chips in the board. When I get that $6,000, there's going to be I'm having the Budweiser truck line up to my house. I'm not going and getting one keg. They're delivering it.
That's exactly what they're supposed to do, baby.
Yeah, we off tomorrow. I'm done trying to convince Laura. We both off tomorrow. I said, let's drive down to Knoxville. Even though we ain't got tickets. And I said, let's just go down there and tailgate down in Knoxville, and then we'll hang out with Big Slay because he ain't got to do the Titans game because they in London.
Uh-oh.
But she won't let me.
She told you got to steer clear.
Yeah, so we got one more crazy thing for y'all out there. So we're tailgating, right? You all know we got the grill. No kiddie pool, too cold for that, you know. But we got about 48 Yinglings today. We went with Yingling today. You ever had one of them, Big Slay?
Yeah, I done had one of them before.
Yeah, so we got 48 Yinglings, and we're grilling, doing our normal stuff.
and we got Rocky Top going through the Bluetooth on the speaker. I'll be dang. You know what one of these Kentucky Wildcat fans does around here? I don't know who, but I find them. I'm going to get them. You know what they did?
What?
They done called the police on us.
Oh, they acting like Gary Danielson.
Yeah, so the police said turn it off. So we turned it off, and we went inside the house, and he's walking back to the car, and we were playing it through Laura's phone on the Bluetooth speaker on the outside cat house that I built for the stray cat. And you know what we did right before he got to the car?
What?
We hit repeat again. Big Slade, take us on out. Go
Rocky Top!
Rocky Top. Woo! We don't want no Wildcats around here. Let's go, Big R!
That's right, man.
There they are, Reese and Laura.
That's what I'm talking about, Reese and Laura. That's how you set the tone for the weekend.
615-737-1045. Did he say he built something for the stray cats?
Yeah.
He talking about the band from the 80s?
I guess so, man. I guess so.
Feral cats out there.
Hey, we ride with it, baby.
Did you guys see the fourth quarter of the West Virginia at Houston
I
game?
did.
42 points were scored. Did you have the over?
No.
Unfortunate. There's more unfortunates. More unfortunates? Is that a word? It's a 3HL word. We need to keep a 3HL dictionary.
Yes, we do.
Where we change words into words that are just ours. Down 35-24 with 3:51 left. West Virginia, a 4th down and 10. No, actually, they scored a touchdown. Then they give the ball back.
Yes, and the spread was 3. They were up by what, 4 or 5?
Up 35-32.
Yeah. No.
Down 35-32. They were down 35-32
and then scored a touchdown
with 40 seconds left in a 4th down and 10 situation at the 50-yard line, and they score a touchdown.
Beautiful route. Beautiful touchdown, broke the tackle, streaked on into the end zone.
With 12 seconds left, game over, right? Nope. Penalty for celebration.
Which was cool. We straight.
So they kick off. Houston ends up with the football after one play at the 49-yard line of West Virginia. Hail Mary, batted up in the air. That's where you mess up, right? Like you got to knock it
the ball down.
They knock it up in the air. It's caught by Houston for the game-winning touchdown, 41-39. Parsley was set up. All they had to do was knock down a Hail Mary.
That was so simple. That's all I needed. I had them, I had the Phillies, and I had one. It was one more college football game. Like everything was locked and loaded the way it was supposed to go, and here they go.
Oh, that was SMU East Carolina.
Yes. Like everything was right, man. SMU was going to win. They won their game. Everything going right.
And so you spent your entire night up until that moment. You're like, Hail Mary, we got this. And night of a sports bettor right there.
That never works, man. Only works in Athens for UT.
Well, you got another opportunity today, which you'll be on Zone TV at 5:20-ish. And you'll get that done. You can watch the show, Zone TV.
That's crazy.
YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Come on, West Virginia.
Mountain Mama. Take me home.
Man, they did.
They did. All right, Scoreboard Bar and Grill. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Come hang out. They've got bushwhackers and stuff. Great food, too. And we'll be here. 3HL. Coming up at the 5 o'clock hour, we'll get more into the Titans-Ravens game. We'll get more into the Tennessee-Texas A&M game, some of these other SEC games, and more. Coming up, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Let's go.
Here's how you can never be winless. Call Artisan Custom Closets and let them help you say goodbye to clutter and get your free in-home consultation today and organize your closet or give you a show-stopping beautiful closet or maybe take back your office space. Find garage storage solutions for all those outdoor toys and bikes that are now needing somewhere to go now that summer has wrapped up. Artisan Custom Closets can do all of it. And they can do it well. So this is how it works. Don't just clean those areas out. Artisan Custom Closets comes in and you will have your own design consultant who goes through your space, measures everything, asks what you want to keep in the space, if you want it put away from sight, where you want it, all of that. Free consultation at your home. They do all that, and then they give you 3D plans that lays out all your options and your costs. You find what you want. And then Artisan Custom Closets makes it easy for you to tackle your mess and installs it in as little as 1 day. Say goodbye to clutter. Get your free in-home consultation today and get 10% off if you tell them Dawn sent you. If you're a Zone listener, don't forget to ask about payment options, too. That's artisancustomclosets.com. Here's your phone number, 615-800-2199.
Good evening from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill here at Opryland. The injury report is out for the Titans and Ravens. And we knew Traylon Burks, Luke Gifford, Elijah Molden, they actually could be hanging out somewhere around Nashville because they are not in London. They did not make the trip. But Jeff is good to go. He was limited today, but he has no designation for Sunday, neither as the King, DeAndre Hopkins, Danico, or Amani Hooker. But Tierre Tart is listed as questionable, as is Aaron Brewer, the Titans' starting center. As for the Ravens, they're pretty good. They're all extremely healthy. The only person that has a designation by their name is a player that is coming off of injured reserves, and that is Keaton Mitchell. Other than that, everybody else, they're all set. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, though, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone Friday edition. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the neighborhood and the Music City, and the sun is out. Look at that.
That's right. It comes back out because it's time to get fried. That's all that means. When the sun come out, it's fried time.
Listen, man, I think it's fried time at Scoreboard Bar and Grill, that's for sure, as we broadcast live today. The OG location, Music Valley Drive out by Opryland Hotel, and we always have a great time coming out here up on stage.
Yeah.
Up on the stage.
Yeah, come on through, man. Y'all know. Yeah. Come mess with us.
On the road again.
Yes.
Here I go. Okay. That's all I'm going to do.
All right. Well,
I feel like you sang a little bit earlier. I feel like you have to sing when you're on stage at the Scoreboard.
It's only right. We got a microphone and the stage.
Listen, man, you might get signed or something. I don't know.
It's a possibility.
Big Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. Let's go.
And from Nashville, Tennessee at 6'8",
we're coming for you.
at power forward,
Ron
Slay.
Yeah. Let's go back.
Y'all better buckle up, because this car ain't got no roof.
Yes, no roof allowed. It's going down, baby. What's happening?
It's going down for real. We got giveaways here. Rich is at the table now. Eggy Bop has bopped his way on toward whatever high school game he's at. Pope John Paul.
Yeah. Yep. JP2.
JP2.
He said Pope John Paul II.
That's what threw me off.
He's just like
JP2.
Nobody knows it today.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Big football weekend. Texas A&M thinks they're going to walk into Neyland Stadium and spank up them Vols.
Yeah, and thanks to Gary Danielson, he can write all the checks he wants to. He ain't got to get out there on the field and play it. I know they're going to be looking up there during the game at him in the booth like, dude, why'd you say something? Why'd you say something?
He said that Neyland Stadium was no different. He said, no disrespect. He said, no disrespect, because you can only be so loud. And he said, the SEC's full of loud stadiums. Like, Neyland Stadium's no different than, like, if you go play at Ole Miss, he said, or LSU.
And it's not. That's totally false. And that's the reason that those coaches want out of there and want a program like that, like a Alabama where they sit over 100,000, like a A&M where they sit over 100,000, Tennessee over 100,000. It's different. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And then guess what? The whole landscape of college football is better when Tennessee is competing. And that's what you got up there. And now you will see it with these rabid fans, all because of Gary Danielson, who would have came in on the bye week and been cool and relaxed. Instead, now you got fired.
I was going to ask you, like, where do you think the fan base is in terms of intensity? We knew that the South Carolina game was going to be intense.
Yep.
But as you said, coming off a bye week, where is and knowing Alabama next week, where is the fan base in terms of intensity? Is that why they did checkerboard this week?
Yes, because I thought you would have rolled into the game with an attitude of, all right, this is another SEC game. You know, yes, A&M, but they didn't got beat a couple times. Like, we can go out there and handle them. And you would have skated into that game looking ahead to going on the road and playing Alabama. No, that's not what's going to take place. Alerts have been sent out. The fan base, I've talked to a couple of people up there. They are getting ready. Vol Navy is right there on the river, ready to rock and roll right there by Calhoun's. And this right here.
You got reps up there?
Oh, you got plenty of reps up there. All I'm saying is Gary Danielson is the Scarecrow, and you are about to meet fire.
Oh.
So play with fire, Mr. Scarecrow. Watch what happens.
What was that show? Scarecrow and Mrs. King or something? Mr. King? Mrs. King? You went Scarecrow and fire.
Yeah.
Those two things don't really work well
exactly. Together. So Gary Danielson came out there. He's walking into a fire pit, and he's the straw. From the Scarecrow.
We'll probably have him on at Army-Navy game. So if
I can't wait.
If Tennessee just whacks Texas A&M.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I mean, you better believe I'm going to ask him about that. Now, Gary, why did you go over there and do that? Like, why you do
Are
that,
you
man?
mad that he did it?
No, I'm cool with him. I'm just trying to figure out why.
It's funny. I saw Jimbo Fisher's comments before I saw Gary Danielson.
Did you?
And so now that I saw Gary Danielson, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
That's why he said what he
Jimbo
said.
was talking about, man, that's going to be a raucous environment. We know what we're getting into in Neyland Stadium, blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. The only time they went was during COVID, and there were 22,000 people there.
Yeah, and this ain't that. I'm going to add 80,000 more to that. That's the only reason it's going to make sense to you. If you can add 80,000 in your mind to that right there. They got something for you coming up the Rocket
How
Top.
do you think this plays out? Texas A&M, number 1 rush defense in the country. Tennessee, number 1 rush offense. Excuse me, number 1 rush defense in the SEC for Texas A&M. Tennessee, number 1 rush offense in the SEC. How does that balance itself out?
I think it bodes well for Tennessee. I think you got another week and we talked about this going into the South Carolina game. Once they said Cooper Mays was going to be able to play, I thought that brought a different addition to that offensive line. I thought it brought a different calm to Joe Milton as well. And you started to get guys in situations where defenses can be read by not only Joe Milton and the coaches on the sideline, but the head of the snake, which is Cooper Mays, being able to point out different protections and things that the offensive line may go through. And now I think the bell will be answered, giving him another week to get healthy, another week to get in conditioning and shape, because he was sucking wind during that game, boy. At any minute, he did a great job of pushing through.
Yeah.
But A&M, they ain't going to let off the gas.
Well, what they did well, aside from that part of it, was they communicated well.
Yes.
They protected Joe Milton.
Yep.
And they're going to have to do that against A&M. A&M and Tennessee defenses kind of mirror each other a little bit. A&M number 1 in total sacks in the country. Tennessee number 1 in sacks per game in the country.
Yeah.
Max Johnson, if there's one thing that I keep reading and talking to people about him, is that he holds the ball too long.
Well, hold it. Please hold it, because it's a meeting at you.
6'6".
That's a big target. A big old target to hit. Chop him down like a tree.
That is a big target.
Yeah, I can't wait. I know James Pierce is going to be licking his chops, and also Tyler Barron. And then Norman Lott. I still think he got something to add. You know what I mean? That we see Big Omari. Norman Lott's been there in flashes. I think it's time that he comes on and makes his name known as well. So, Lott, man, just like they got a defensive front with some pros, the Vols got a defensive front with some pros too. Young pros, but pros.
This is a big game for Tennessee in that all things being equal, and I'm not, just putting wins and losses next to games, but theoretically speaking, you could make a case that this game is the difference between 8-4 and 9-3.
Yeah.
Or if you beat Alabama or Georgia,
Ooh.
I'm not going to write either one of those games off, having seen them play. Now, Georgia played really well last week. They put it together. But Alabama's got issues. Georgia does too. But it could be that's where this game is, 8-4, 9-3.
Yeah.
Or 10-2.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that is the difference in a big-time bowl game and, hey, we're in a bowl game.
And then you come right back around, and you still got everything that you had in the front of you when you said you wanted to compete for the SEC East. It's right there, regardless. So just take care of business.
There have been some quarterbacks that have had big days against this Texas A&M secondary. Could Joe Milton finally get over that 300-yard hump? Hasn't done it this year.
No, he hasn't. And I think it's a little bit of everything. Not only him, but he got to take the brunt of the blow on this one, because he is the quarterback of a program, a Power 5 SEC program, where you filled the shoes of a guy in Hendon Hooker who was a Heisman hopeful, and a guy coming behind you who's a 5-star all-world guy. So you smack dead in the middle. You don't connect on the explosive plays, you're going to get the finger pointed at you. He's done a great job of taking that on his shoulders. Now I would like to see him take the next step. Also, his receivers take the next step as well. Ramel Keaton. We need Ramel. We ain't seen Ramel Keaton from last year yet.
I know.
Regardless of, we've seen drops, uncharacteristic of him.
And he's had more of an opportunity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So this is you. It's only one reason they're not going to you. It's because you ain't shown something.
Yeah, that big drop against Virginia.
That was huge.
To start the season.
Yeah, that right there was humongous.
Yep.
So it's time to get back. He did have some nice catches against South Carolina, though. So want to see him build on that.
Need to get Dante Thornton going. Heupel said should be good to go.
Mr. Potential. That's his new name. Mr. Potential, because we ain't seen you live up to it, and we ain't seen you not flash on it. So you just right there in limbo. I need to see him step up as well because we started to ask the question, is that why Oregon let him walk away? With a guy like Bo Nix, you know what I mean, ready to have a breakout year like he was having. Like, no. Something ain't right. Got to show and prove, man.
When we come back, we'll dive into Titans, Ravens. We've got the injury report. It is out from a Titan perspective. We'll tell you who's out, who's questionable. All that is coming up as we continue to broadcast live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Kirby's here. Hunk is here. Rich is here. Slay Dog's here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I just had a little yawn.
615-737-1045. Let's go. Trash Talk Friday, 3HL, presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. And the Evan and Bake chat is open. More 3HL next. Let's get into Titans Ravens on 104.5 The Zone. I want to tell you about my friends at Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits. You can get stocked up for the weekend. And here's the thing, like if you know what you want and you want to pop in and pop out, they got a great location for you to do that. 101 Creekside Crossing in Brentwood by the Publix, right off Old Hickory Boulevard. You can get in and out, no problem. Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. They are closed on Sundays. They have an app, so get the app, the Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits app, where you get your apps. They have delivery through that app and curbside pickup as well. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, locally owned, serving Brentwood and Middle Tennessee for more than 17 years. Jason and his crew are ready to help you out. If you want to branch out, maybe have a selection for people coming over to watch football this weekend, you can do it. Maybe you need some advice on bourbon or cigars or craft beer. They'll be able to help you out. Maybe you've got a wine and cheese event coming up. Maybe you like to do that. They can help you with wine. If you don't know anything about that or you know just enough, they can help you for sure. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, with football season being back, means game day cocktails. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits. Stock up your favorite bourbon, tequila. Have them help you craft something special for game day. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, 101 Creekside Crossing in Brentwood. Online, MarylandFarmsWS.com.
Do you need new windows and doors? I'll tell you who you need to call. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. That's who we called. I needed new windows in my house because the sun on the outside of our house had warped our windows. They weren't put in properly. Well, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville took care of everything, and they were so great to work with. Number one for highest quality and craftsmanship. That's what Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville was voted based on a 2022 survey of leading brands among homeowners. Also rated number one by Nashville homeowners for highest quality and as a window brand that pays attention to detail. I can agree with that because I watched them install my new windows in my home, and they laid things down so they didn't get our floor dirty. They were efficient, and they had the staff to be able to do what they were supposed to do when they were supposed to do it. And because of that, they can warranty their work. So top to bottom, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville is amazing, and they got some amazing deals going on right now. 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months. 615-249-1910, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, PellaNashville.com.
What is happening? Let's get to the parlay. The parlay is loaded up, man. Brought to you by Superbook Sports. Time to get to some money today. What about for just Friday? You got 3 games taking place. Tulane at Memphis. I'm going to get Memphis +5. Fresno State at Utah State. Give me Fresno State money line. Stanford at Colorado. I'm going to take the under on that game. Right there, that'll give you +424. Under on the Stanford, Colorado. Money line Fresno State. Memphis +5. That right there will get you a +424. And I do have something for college football Saturday. I'm wondering, do y'all want that? Should I get that? All right, I'm going to get y'all this one quick. Arkansas, take the points. James Madison, money line. Florida State, -18.5. Shout out to Danny Cannell. Florida, South Carolina money line. A&M at Tennessee -3. Oregon at Washington. Give me the home team. Give me Washington. There you go. That's the parlay. Book it.
3HL 104.5 The Zone Friday edition, headed toward the weekend. I know y'all ready.
Inching closer and closer.
I know a lot. What percentage of people do you think are already headed toward their weekend right now while we continue to work?
93%.
93.
Yep.
Even if they're working, they're headed toward the weekend?
Yes. That like once it gets like after lunch on a Friday at work, now you pretty much checked out.
I'm pretty sure like after Wednesday the production goes down.
I'm there, do it. Bring them on down.
What you got going this weekend? Anything?
Man, I'm gonna get on up at Knoxville, man. Go check out some things. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get up there, man, on Rocky Top. I gotta go experience this. Especially, I'm loving. I wasn't gonna go, but after Gary Danielson came out and said this, I had to get in and hit my reps up, try to get some tickets, and I'm rolling on up dolo solo, man. Gonna get up there maybe tonight. Probably leave by 1, 2 in the morning. Get on up there, give me a good nap.
1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I like to travel at night, man. Ain't nothing like traveling at night. Ain't nobody on the road. Ain't nobody bothering you. You listen to music, let the sunroof back. You know what I mean?
I'm the same way. If I have something to do in the evening, I have no problem leaving after that and driving at night. But I'm not waking up at 1 in the morning to drive.
Oh, yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I'm gonna go home, take a nap after I get a haircut, then get up by 12.
Take a nap.
Yeah, gotta get them naps in.
You can just fall asleep no matter what.
As long as it's quiet and dark. Put me in the Aaron Rodgers cave, I'm out. I'll sleep the whole time. I'm gone. Then I'll get up there and take another nap. Some breakfast.
Where are you going to take a nap up there?
I'm going to BG house, Bobby Graham, man. That's my resting place. Go to Bobby Graham house.
Tennessee wide receiver.
That's right.
Had
Post
a big
up.
touchdown reception against Memphis.
Man, huge. I'm going to get right there, post up and chill. And then
will there be a handle of anything involved in that?
Oh, what? Tito's is on deck. He knows to have Tito's. Like, my room's already ready and everything. Like, it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, no, if I'm coming in town, the upstairs room is mine. Nobody touch it. Like, me and Eric Westmoreland go back and forth about this sometimes, but, yeah.
That's a guy that doesn't get talked about enough, man.
Man,
42.
Dangerous, boy. Put you to sleep.
I mean, Al Wilson and Raynock Thompson were running around with Eric Westmoreland. I mean, he played in the league forever in Jacksonville.
Yes, he did. Let's stay with the Browns. Yeah, man, that's it.
Yeah.
So many pros on that team.
Emo. You want to talk more about the Houston Hail Mary?
I really don't. But,
okay, good.
Okay, cool.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I'm like that. It pissed me off.
That's gone.
That did it for me. That did it for me.
You'll
I can't
never
believe
bet on West Virginia again?
Like, I just knew they had it. Lucky plays happen. So, I mean, I'm going to look at the odds, but the Houston wasn't supposed to win that game.
You know, it's funny. Before that game, I saw a big story about how they had made a big deal in Morgantown about how West Virginia was picked by the media before the season started to finish 14th.
Were they?
And they were 4-1 going into that game.
I know that.
You know that part of it.
Yeah,
come on. Stay with me.
Man. That hurt me. That would have. I love winning going into the weekend to bet.
Yeah. I ended up not betting on the Braves, even though I said that they would win last night.
I knew to bet against them.
Yeah, you did. You said Phillies on one. That crowd, too, boy.
That was too, like, I'm easily could see the Phillies get swept in the next round. Like, they were so emotional in that game. And the one they lost, you know what I mean, in Atlanta, like,
could have won.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, they were on one, man.
Play by Michael Carter.
They were on one. Yep.
Phillies took out the Braves in the divisional series for the second straight year, Slay Dog. Philly won Game 4 3-1. They'll play Arizona in the NLCS. Phillies outfielder Nick Castellanos hit 2 homers for the second straight playoff game, becoming the first player in Major League Baseball history to do that in 2 back-to-back postseason games. I'm surprised by that.
That's tough.
I can't believe that had never been done.
Right.
In postseason history.
Been a lot of guys get hot.
The Braves led Major League Baseball for team homers this season. In this series, Phillies had 11. The Braves had 3. Braves manager Brian Snitker was asked how they could dominate the regular season but can't get out of the NLDS the last 2 years. He answered, quote, "That's a good question."
I'm searching for the answer. That was a great answer right there.
That's a good question.
Yeah, like, it's a good question, brother.
Oh, man.
Well, you should have asked him, how'd you come up with that? Like, how'd you come up to ask that one? That was a good one.
I think I'm just going to answer every question that way now. That's a good question.
That's a good question, man.
I go on these podcasts sometimes.
Yeah.
I always argue
good, too, the one you did with, I saw it.
You saw it?
With Huff?
Yeah, Austin Huff.
Yeah, that was
Jack
dope.
Gentry.
Yeah, that was good. That was
you thought
funny.
it was good?
That was funny,
I
too.
am of the opinion, like, just straight up, self-evaluation.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at hosting a show.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm an awful guest.
No.
I am an awful guest, Lay Dog.
No,
I don't know
good.
why. Like, I just I'm talking too much. I've given too much of an answer. I didn't answer the question. I spun it around and answered the question I wanted to answer, like Jeff Fisher, but it wasn't as non-obvious as he could make it.
But you were you. That's what made it good.
I had the zombie baby in there.
Oh, I saw that. That was hilarious.
Texas at Houston. Game 1 is Sunday. Houston, a slight favorite in this series. It is the Lone Star Showdown.
Yep.
Dallas and Houston, kind of like Memphis and Nashville.
Yeah,
they
it just
do
don't
not
mix.
like each other.
Nah, just don't mix. Don't mix right there.
So that'll be fun, man. That'll be two really good environments.
Oh, without question. No question about it. Yeah.
I wish I could slide down to Houston. Playoff baseball is so much
Serious.
fun, dude. You just stand the whole time. And the way that everybody complains about the game being too long, but in postseason, it actually gives you a chance in between pitches to think about what's coming next.
Right.
Like, what would I throw here? What is, throw a strike, man. Like, what?
That's pretty dope.
Where's he going with the ball? Like, I mean, it's great. It's incredible.
Houston started heat back up at the right time, too.
It did.
It's on. You said it.
When you stop betting on them.
I'm gonna leave, and guess what, Houston? I'm gonna do y'all a favor. I'm gonna leave y'all alone.
It's funny too because they were 9-4 against Texas. Had Texas played better against Houston, just in that individual matchup, they would have won the division.
Yep.
And would have had that bye that first round. NLCS Arizona at Philadelphia. Game 1 is Monday. Phillies are a big favorite in this series.
Yes. Phillies. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens in this. The Diamondbacks, I didn't expect them to do what they did.
What's weird about that?
They got hot.
What's weird about that is Astros a slight favorite in their series. Phillies a big favorite in their series. However, the Astros are the favorite to win the World Series. Phillies number 2, Rangers number 3, Diamondbacks number 4.
Dusty's still the coach down there in Houston?
Yep.
Man, they gonna pull out another one. Good God Almighty, Dusty.
You think so?
I'm that's who I would bet with. I like the Phillies too, though. But
if the Astros win the World Series and I'm Dusty Baker, I'm gone, man.
You think you gotta hang
what
up?
more can I do?
Go find some more black latex gloves, man. Let's get back to it.
And a toothpick.
That's it. That's all he need. But they would have. Do they have to put that in the Hall of Fame? The toothpick and the black gloves.
Black gloves.
They got to.
OJ had black gloves too.
Yeah, his one latex though. It's just that fit.
It's part of its problem.
Yeah, It's just that was part of the problem. That was part of the problem.
Oh man! All right.
Did you? But real quick before you move on.
Listen, this is Dawn
know what I'm
Davenport
gonna say?
is sitting at James Madison University, and she just got like this spidey sense, like the show's about to hit the rails.
No, listen.
We've been very good about
sticking to the script,
about not going off the rails today. We've been very
we
good
have.
about it.
I got to share this though.
Share what?
This came out probably about
Sasquatch story again.
No, this is
the
maybe
romantic couple on the train.
No, this is even better.
What else is the romantic couple? This is what I was thinking about driving home.
Yeah.
What else has the romantic couple on the train seen? Like they see the Sasquatch according to TMZ. What else have they seen?
Why were they just gazing out the window?
Yeah, they should have been gazing into each other's beautiful eyes.
See, now you get it. Now you get it. Now you get it.
What were they looking for out the window?
That's what I want. And was it just one that noticed?
Yeah. Did they also see the abominable snowman?
When they went past that?
Did they also see like the Where's the Beef lady?
So yeah, like they was on a tourist attraction. They just gonna ride through the nation.
She's been dead for a while. R.I.P. Where's the Beef lady? You know what's funny about that lady?
What?
I get in these moods where I just start looking things up. So I looked her up. She grew up in Chicago. She's a Russian immigrant. She didn't know what year she was born in. She didn't. And so she was, what did she do? She worked for a company that did advertising, and she was like, she had kind of a hard nature to her.
Mm-hmm.
And so the guy that ran the advertising company was like, you need to sign a deal, like, and get unionized. And then we got a commercial idea. And they came up with the Where's the Beef idea. So this woman, she just worked in the company. Like, she did manicures, I think, is what she did.
She could have done on today.
And so next thing you know, she ends up, Where's the Beef? So they ended up, Clara is her name. Yes, Kirby, that's right. They end up moving on from her after a couple of years because she wanted to, like, branch out, and other people wanted to, I found the beef and all this stuff. And so they were like, are you upset about it? She's like, I made millions of dollars in What do they do to me? I was like, wow.
Dang.
Anyway.
That was real.
So, yeah, there was a sidetrack.
That was all right, though. I got another sidetrack for you.
But then I think they made up. And
she back on.
But then they had the Dave Thomas ads right after that, and that worked really well. Anyway, like their sales went up like 400% when she started doing the Where's the Beef ads.
I thought the original was with the Wendy's. It was. Oh, okay. You said the Dave Thomas ads.
No, Dave Thomas was after.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the owner. Yeah, he started getting
he was after.
Okay, yeah. Listen to this, though, Euro.
What you got? Is Dawn going to be happy that we...
She's going to love this.
Okay.
We were just talking about OJ and the gloves.
Oh, no.
OJ,
that led you down the path?
Yeah, I've been holding this one. O.J. Simpson says he avoids L.A. because he feels he may be sitting next to whoever did it.
Okay, let's look through this psychologically. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
This is a true quote from him.
His quotes are the best.
Like, why can't he just go and hide somewhere, dog? Like,
no, he's looking for the killer. Also, like, if he wants to go to L.A. and he's worried about sitting next to the killer, wouldn't that actually solve his problem? Like, if he actually sat next to the killer, he would get the killer, which is what he set out to do.
That's true. He said he avoids it because he may be sitting next to whoever did it.
Does it count, like, if I'm sitting in this chair, am I sitting next to myself also?
Yeah, this is a possibility.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah. If I move, you really next to yourself.
I move, you move.
Yeah, that was a good
allegedly,
squirrel.
though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just thought I've been, you know how long I've been saving it for a minute.
You just wait for OJ.
Yeah, I meant to bring it up on the show. Matter of fact, I've been saving this since September 25th. You know when I got this?
When?
3:39 in the morning.
Of course you did. With a cigar and a drink in your
Most
hand.
definitely.
And you were fried on the porch.
It's a guarantee.
Having come from the club.
That is absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
Titans, Ravens by 4, 8:30 a.m. NFL Network. Y'all keep forgetting, man. It's 8:30. I know a lot of people are gonna wake up and be like,
"Man, I missed it."
It's like 9:30. What channel's Titans on at 12? Nope. I'm on right now, and you missed some of it.
Game already over.
Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson said they should be 5-0. He said they need to put points on the board and protect the ball, including him.
That ain't a stretch for him to say that this time.
No, he's turned it. He's thrown 2 interceptions and has fumbled 3 times. Mm-hmm. But they've had some issues up front.
Yep.
And he's had some blindside hits. Like the left tackle could be a problem.
Yeah, we know about that.
And that guy is freaking awesome.
All in that.
But anyway, yeah, they've had issues with that too. But they can run the ball and will run the ball. Titans are going to have to fix that. If Big Jeff is healthy enough to go and can be and do Big Jeff things, he's going to be pissed off.
Yes, he is.
I mean, Greg Cosell came on here and said, "Hey, I just tell you what the tape shows. And the tape shows that he did not play well."
That's tough to say from coming from Big Jeff because injured or not injured, he always go out there and give some work.
The evaluators and the front office people, like, they don't care about it. If you're out there, you're out there.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
And so he thinks that too, and he's seen the tape. And
yeah.
So you're going to get a fired up Big Jeff. You're going to get a fired up Derrick Henry, who said he needs to be better this week. Are you really going down that path of Titans money line, Ravens favored by 4?
I'm gone.
You're done. You already did it.
I'm on the money line, Titans.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm in there. Yeah, I'm in the back seat. Close the door. Take me where I got to go.
So does that mean that you are going to bet Titans money line in every game they play?
No, this game. Because Mark Mariani said so.
Oh.
And he missed last week. He had a bye week.
Yeah, he got it right the week before against the Bengals.
So coming off the bye, he said he went and did research. He was preparing for this show. And he looked, and he went down there to the river, and there was no sharks.
Yeah, and he's so excited. He sent us a text with a bunch of gifts after he was on the air. Like, he gets so enraged by his own words. Not enraged, but very excited by his own words.
Now, I'm going to tell you, because we show us in transparency. Like, what he sent us was a Chicago Bear, Justin Fields, sliding in the rain. I took that as – oh, yeah, I'm betting on the Bears, too, against the Vikings, money line. So, I hope I ciphered through that meme. Right, I hope it just wasn't a meme. I hope he was telling me to bet that. Because I wouldn't bet that, too. Like, that's what I thought he was telling us in code.
People just send you a meme and you just try to, like, use the Rosetta Stone and get your bet app open?
Dog, I thought that was a code. Well, I'm going with the Bears, too.
I mean, I think that's what he meant.
I hope. I hope I just
You didn't even ask him.
No. I don't need to ask him. He told me.
I think you should ask him.
No, he said, also, Sloud and me. I'm cool with that. He never really responded after like
Lamar, the Titans have done a pretty good job on him. They have in the past.
Till the end of games.
Yes. This year, though, he's throwing the ball well, and he's completing 70% of his passes, even with 7, 8, or 9 drops, depending on who you listen to, in last week's game against Pittsburgh.
So maybe he won't be himself. Maybe he'll be a little bit outside of the box.
Throw it to himself?
No, just being like, I'm on the throw. I don't want to run no more. Maybe he all the way.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe he go all the way with it. He's like all the way into it.
It's like a picket line.
Yeah.
At the line of scrimmage.
This is what you want? I'm gonna stay right here.
Crossing the picket line.
Nope, I'll be right here. I'm not running no more.
Until y'all catch a damn ball.
That's right. I got my money. I ain't running. I'm here. Here to throw. Here to stay. Show me what these receivers, these high-dollar receivers they got, what they can do.
Oh, I was watching Get Up this morning, and they were going off on Odell Beckham Jr.
Why?
Saying that he basically needs to, he's done. He needs to hang it up. No separation.
Yes. Man, we missed that time, man. That time is different.
Especially for speed wide receiver.
He is that guy. He's a comeback catcher, but at the same time, man, that speed and his route running, the sharpness of it, like, you see I ran that route right there.
For those that can't see, Slay was demonstrating route running while in his chair while he was describing route running.
Yeah, I got some, but that right there was an out. I was setting it up for an out. But, yeah, that's tough, man, because Zay Flowers, he getting all the shine right now, baby. Hunks and break.
You're literally commenting on everything you say.
I am. That's where I am right now. If the squirrel run across there, I'm commenting on him. Squirrel just ran. Hugs baby girl got ears pierced today.
Oh, my gosh. What else you want to throw out there?
I'm trying to think of some more stuff.
Your car's out back.
My car is out back.
Yeah.
And
my car's out front.
I casually went and cleaned it.
Like
During the break.
During the break?
Yeah.
Please go to break. I mean, I appreciate the love, but please.
All right. 615-737-1045. Slay's got more random ruminations next. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Buddy Hunk's daughter got her ears pierced.
He did. I saw it.
Buddy Allen Carpet One is here to keep you comfortable at home with the Cozy Up to Carpet Flooring Sale. Visit our friends at Buddy Allen now through November 6th to get big savings on carpets of every style, pattern, and texture. Need a little financing help? Enjoy 0 interest if paid in full within 18 months. Stop by the store in Dawson today to get details and guidance from the flooring experts. Visit BuddyAllenCarpet1.com for details, or just stop by the store in Donaldson, 2405 at Lebanon Pike, 615-883-3289, BuddyAllenCarpet1.com.
What's happening, good people? Cove Generators. Your lights going out, man. Let Cove Generators make sure your lights stay on, especially when these storms hit. And listen, winter's coming, man, so be prepared. Don't be left out in the cold this season where you don't have the electricity to keep it going, man. I'm talking about we're known for storms through here. Winter storms, ice storms, whatever kind of storms, they happen. And your lights do go out. So Cove Generators is the Generac home standby generator dealer that you should call on. Call them today. It's 931-559-3311. That's 931-559-3311. Call Cove Generators today and be prepared for winter. Let them know. You got a generator all ready for me? Yes, they will respond. To perform maintenance on your Generac automatic standby generator or any brand of generator that you own, they will do that as well, regardless if you got it from them or not. All you got to do is visit covegenerators.com and never lose power again. It's real simple to do, man. Make sure you go hit them up. Call them. Contact them today at 931-559-3311, covegenerators.com. Stay connected through it all.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, wrapping up the Friday edition.
Friday.
Man, it's time to have a great weekend, y'all.
It sure will. It's time, baby.
You can follow us on X at 3HL 104.5.
Twitter.
That still doesn't sound right, man.
But guess what? If you go on your laptop and you type in X, ain't nothing going to come up. You type in Twitter, it's going to pop up.
Is that true?
Yep. Look.
Yeah, there was a survey like last week that like 75 to 80% of people still call it Twitter.
Yeah, look. I'm doing it right now. Like, I'm going to type in x.com. And don't tell her what's going to pop up.
For real. Be careful. It's your computer. Never mind. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, Twitter popped up.
Hey, we appreciate the great people at Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Barrett and his crew. Christy helping us out today. Really appreciate them. And appreciate all y'all that came out here. Yeah. That's
Kirby?
That's
they can't hear anything we're saying.
That's a Kirby problem right there. Hunk can relay that message. Do you have a winner, Hunk? We've been giving people the opportunity to come to Scoreboard and register to win Tennessee UConn tickets. So Tennessee plays Texas A&M, then they play at Alabama, at Kentucky, then UConn at home.
Yeah.
What you got, Hunk Dog?
Our winner today is Wes Walker.
Wes Walker. He played for Tennessee.
He's playing in the game.
Yeah.
No, not Walker.
Wes Walker over there.
Wes Walker.
Dang, man.
Wes won tickets, baby.
I thought you were already going to be in the game playing secondary for the Vols.
Yeah.
Wes Walker wins. Wasn't there a player back in the day for the Jets named Wesley Walker? Wesley Walker, yeah. I did a book report on him. Wesley Walker.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, he played for the Vols this Saturday.
I all kidding aside, hope Mom's not listening back in the second grade or whatever. It wasn't much of a book. I'll go ahead and tell you that. It might have been one piece of cardboard paper.
That's it. Just take that and run with it. Way to go, Wesley.
Attaboy. As he downs a beer and says, what's up?
It's just about the same as every other SEC stadium. You know what Feinbaum's reaction was?
What?
Gary, I hope you enjoy the weekend in Knoxville.
Just walk into the stadium. People just go scream at him. He's in the haunted house for the remainder of the weekend. Does everyone understand the assignment? Can you explain to me what this is that Zeph sent us?
Wait a second.
Zeph actually has the home game call of that Hail Mary that you guys have been talking about.
That's what's the name, Pops. That's
Christian Fulton.
Christian Fulton's Pops tweeted that out.
Oh, he tweeted, change of scenery is good?
Yeah, so I guess like going over across the water, getting away from
that's
America.
That's exactly what he means.
Yeah, he tried to get
everybody trying to get riled up. All right, you've got the call of so West Virginia came from where were they? I lost my sheet. They were 11 down.
West Virginia?
Yeah.
Was it that much?
Nah. Hang on. I'll get there. Okay. I'll get there, Zeph. 35-24. Yeah, they were down 11 with 3:51 left.
Mm-hmm.
So they score, go for two, get the ball back on 4th and 10 from the 50 with 40 seconds left. They score another touchdown. So they go up 39. I kept the niner. 39 to 35.
Mm-hmm.
And they get a celebration call in the end zone with 12 seconds left. So one play later, after the kickoff, one play, and then Houston's at the West Virginia 49-yard line, down 49-35, and here's the last play of the game.
Back to pass, Donovan Smith. Smith steps up in the pocket, unloads it, throws it all the way downfield into the end zone, tipped, and it is caught by the Cougars, caught for a touchdown, unbelievable, caught by Stephon Johnson. The ball was tipped up in the air, and the Cougars win the game on the final play. Unreal. The Cougars, first ever Big 12 conference win.
Wow. I can't believe he didn't work in the Parsley went down with that Hail Mary too.
I was dumb.
Are you mad at me and Zeph now?
Nah, it's cool. I just listen. That just means y'all setting me up for a big weekend to win.
Big weekend.
I'm turning
I want you to
into
win every bet you make.
I'm turning that into a positive right there. I know what to do with that.
All right, Slay.
What?
Oh, Shay hung up. I was going to you, Shay.
What Shay hung up
Shay
for?
said he was an Aggies fan going to Neyland for the first time, wants to know what to expect. Do you want to go ahead and answer? Because he's still listening.
Yeah, Shay, I'll tell you what you expect. You expect raucous. You expect fans going nuts. You expect people bleeding orange. If you were to cut them, then orange would be flowing. But instead of you having to cut them, all you're going to have to do is step into the stadium, and you're going to see that checkered Neyland Stadium, and there's no other experience that you would quite see like that. Although I will say, your home field that you have, is something nice.
Yeah, but we're not playing there.
We're not playing there.
Not playing
so
that
now
game
you're going
there.
up at a Rocky Top.
Yeah.
And now you got to also, that's almost tilted over. You also got to, you got to go with what Gary Danielson said, man. You know that this is just another SEC opponent, which it won't be.
Neyland Stadium's no different than any other SEC stadium.
Say, I would love for you to call in on Monday and tell us what your experiences were like, though. That's what I want to do. And if you come by the alumni tent up there by the Circle Park, I'll be the tallest one up there shotgun and beers.
Guess what, Slay? I need to, ramp us down, but while I do it, ramp us up.
Okay, how you do that?
With some things I've already told you, but I'm going to tell you again.
Tell me again.
Tennessee has won 12 consecutive games in Neyland Stadium.
Yeah. I like that.
This is the biggest win streak in Neyland Stadium since the late 90s.
I like it a lot.
Early 2000s. Someone named Ron Slay was in Neyland Stadium for that.
That is factual.
Texas A&M has lost 7 consecutive true road games.
Make it 8. Ain't too late.
To make it 8?
That's right.
Which defense is going to get off? Because they're both really good.
Both really good.
Both 1, 2, or 3 in sacks, tackles for loss.
One has a home field behind them, one doesn't.
I know
4 false starts in the first half, you
4 false starts in the first half. Alabama had 8 false starts at Texas A&M last week.
Remember I said it.
I know you said night games for home teams in the SEC. Just go ahead and book it.
Yeah, that's over with.
2:30 games are
they up there.
They're pretty much right there too.
They live too. But that's what I'm saying. The experience in Neyland, regardless if it's morning, noon, or night, it don't matter.
Right, because that's 3:30 Eastern. So
Yep.
Tennessee fans have had plenty of time to get lubed up,
fried up,
and ready to roll.
Yeah, I know we'll be down there by 9.
Appreciate Scoreboard. Appreciate Kirby, Hunk, Eggy Bop.
Appreciate
Rich.
you guys.
Appreciate all y'all. Have a good weekend. Be safe out there. Make good decisions. We want you back on Monday when we'll break it all down.
That's right.
3HL out. Good night. God bless.
See you. Wouldn't want to be
3HL After Party brought to you by Awaken 180 coming up next.
Boom.